Luigi, look! It's from Bowser! Have taken over the Mushroom Kingdom. Dear Pesky Plumbers.
Yo, what is going on, everyone? Septic here, and welcome back to the Pesky Plumbers Podcast. I'm here joined today by these three magnificent people. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
Hey guys, it's me, your favorite worst French man, VieuxCrouton. What is up? I am finally back. I don't know why they didn't include me in the last two podcasts, but whatever.
I'm not including you.
My full attendance is gone.
We're not including you in a Pokemon podcast. That would have been the most negative podcast ever.
That is true. I do not like I'm just kidding.
Then the fighting game one?
I kind of fell off.
And the
fighting game one, I love fighting games.
You would have just talked about Reptile and then just been like silent.
Yeah,
the whole time. All right, next.
What's up, guys? It's Cade, or Caterade. And I'm here too.
Welcome to the Pesky Plumbers again. Welcome back, though. And then last but not least.
What do you mean I am the least? Because I'm SabdierZ. Okay, Morgana 69 fan on OnlyFans. SabdierZ on MySpace. Okay, I got it all on deck. It's on. Yeah,
Ew.
and you know what? I love games. We love games, but I love games more than these guys do.
Actually, no, I hate games. I hate video games, bro. Like that's
Same
the
here.
truth. I hate video games.
Them.
I like talking
Can't
about them
stand
though.
games.
I just don't play them though. You know, video games are bad. You know, they ruin the
They do.
Unless it's Persona 5, I just don't care. Anyways.
Video
there we
games
go.
turn you violent.
Video games turn you violent. Anyways, so
Kill your friends guilt free.
all right, so this was originally going to be a small podcast. At least that's what I thought. I knew Gamescom was coming up. I kind of expected only like a couple things, you know. But then they started saying how Tekken 8 was going to be here. They started saying how Sonic Superstars was going to be here. They started saying how Mortal Kombat 1 was going to be here. So I'm like, okay, so we got a decent amount of stuff to cover. You know, it would have been like, the plan was originally just have one person here. It was going to be me and Abdir just talking about this stuff. But then the Persona 3 Reload dropped a new trailer. And then we had a whole ass Mario Direct.
Bro, imagine not including me for those two things. Imagine.
Bro, that was the plan. Anyway,
Yeah, that was the plan. I mean, but okay.
no, the plan changed when Persona 3 Reload and Mario Bros. Wonder. That's when you both of you were decided to be on here.
Good.
So essentially, we're gonna be going in order, I guess, as these announcements happen. So we're gonna be starting off with Gamescom. Gamescom was here and there. We had a very garbage moment. Where this guy tried to replicate Bill Clinton again, but that was garbage.
My lord,
that was so cringe.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about that. The Bill Clinton kid is better.
Yeah, don't give him any more attention than he already got.
That guy was weird.
To be honest with you, I already forgot about that dude. I mean,
he's forgettable.
Same.
He's forgettable, like because he tried to replicate what the Bill Clinton kid did, doing the exact same thing about Bill Clinton. So that's what made it not funny. When you repeat the joke,
Honestly, what makes it funny is how bad the security is after, like, literally. So it's Matan, that was his name. He does it the first time I go around. Okay, you think to yourself, okay, maybe Jeff Keighley with his button-up suit and worn down sneakers will find new security, better security to make sure something like that doesn't ever happen again. And you see, with Matan, right, when he goes up to that stage, he feels like naturally part of the group, weirdly enough. And then he's methodical. He just waits until that opportunity. Whereas that guy just literally...
He literally ran up on stage. Yeah, he ran up on stage and interrupted Jeff Keighley and everything. Just ran up and started saying random shit. Yeah. It was not funny. It was just literally replicating a joke. Everything's like, dude, really? And even then, Summer Games Fest, when it happened, because I was also a live audience too, that went well, you know? That one went well and everything. Here, it was the same thing, but yeah. That's the last time we're going to give that guy attention. But anyways, Yes,
he
like,
tries doing that multiple times, but we don't care about that.
yeah,
Let's
we,
just
we,
move
we,
on.
we don't care. We don't care.
We don't care.
So yeah, so Gamescom came and went. I do feel like the show went on for a little bit too long. It was like 2 hours, but like it was just garbage. Like every time
There was a movie ad in there.
there was a whole movie ad, bro. And
Huh?
and then what was it? Jeff Keighley said, "I can't wait to play that game." I'm like, "That's not a game, Jeff."
No
he just
way
got
he
there.
said
Yeah,
that.
he got that.
No way.
I just
He's like,
got
I don't
you.
know,
What
I
I
just
missed?
got here.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, so he said that, but there were some games shown off here, but nothing I would say like was like really cool. At least for me, like I only gravitate towards like 5 things. Just quickly going down the list of everything that was like shown off, except for the ones we're gonna talk about, right? Starfield started off first. It was just a live action trailer, so there's no gameplay. True. Anyways, Little Nightmares 3. I don't know if you guys want to talk about that one.
Hell yes.
You know
I
what?
just
If you want to talk about it, go for it right now.
all right. So I recently finished Little Nightmares 1 and 2. I already played Little Nightmares. Well, actually, I watched PewDiePie's playthrough the first time, and then I played it.
Such a
anyways,
Persona fan, you know?
yeah, true. Persona fashion. Anyways, Little Nightmares, it's a really good series. It's not even like that much of a horror game. It's just supposed to make you feel like weird
Uneasy.
and uneasy, right? And
Suspenseful, I guess, right? Something like that?
yeah, I guess you could say that. Really good game, highly recommend. I hate the character 6. Anyways,
Like, I was gonna say, because, like, I mean, like, a game like, for example, a game like Outlast, I wouldn't say it's, like, a very scary game, but what makes it scary is when you're being chased. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much it. That's the only time where it's, like, I would say it's, like, it's truly scary. I mean, you have your
Mhm.
occasional jump scares here and there in that game, but the real horror comes from when you're being chased and everything. You think you're safe, and then this dude just comes through and starts chasing you to kill you.
In Little Nightmares, you just try to get around like whatever setting you're in. Sometimes you get chased, but most of the time you don't. I don't know what else to say, so I'm just gonna leave it to Sabs because yes.
What's
So,
Tekken
yeah.
8?
No, with Little Nightmares.
Oh, wait. You know what? I just like I don't know what happened. My mind went blank for a moment. Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares to me just went like it's basically like Resident Evil to me, like classic Resident Evil. Okay, in terms of how the atmosphere works in time with the gameplay. Now for Little Nightmares 3, to be honest with you, so gameplay wise, they're okay, but for me, yeah, how do I say this without trying to give too much? The story's fine. I like this. I like the story.
Yeah.
I just don't like the character you play as in the story for various reasons of which I'll not get into.
Yeah.
Because if you never played it, I don't think this is a spoiler to say this, but Little Nightmares 2 is a prequel, right, to Little Nightmares 1. And in Little Nightmares 1, you could kind of make the argument that your main character doesn't suck, but in 2, definitely. Okay, and so in 3, from my understanding, 6, who's the protagonist, or is not going to be that is not going to be the main character for this game, from my understanding. But I mean, like with how she was built up in the first and second game, I do expect her to show up eventually.
Yeah, she has to.
And to be honest, I don't know if with how things are, I don't know if I'd like it too much. All I hope is that the Pac-Man hat returns, because I thought that was pretty funny. You know,
that's
it was pretty funny.
It's like that's the only
That's
thing
the
I
only
need.
thing I care about. But for Little Nightmares as a series, like it's cool. It like as mentioned, it's not really a jump scare game. Like it's just horror. There's horror elements, but nothing like jumps at you, right? Like the jumps. I guess you could argue that jump scares are more like surprises, right, rather than like something jumping in your face. But considering how horror games are nowadays, jump scares are usually just associated with something popping out at you and making an absurdly loud noise that makes my ears bleed. I'm excited for the game, but only because horror games as of late have been so bad outside of Resident Evil that I'm therefore excited by default. Still
Understand.
waiting for Silent Hill though. Where's Silent Hill though?
Never
Come on,
come.
Konami,
Konami? You expect that much from Konami?
Konami be like, I'm me. Unless
if it
Cade,
doesn't make me money, I don't care.
but yeah, I don't know if Cade wants to say anything about Little Nightmares 3. If not, I'll just go back and go through the list.
I did not watch the trailer.
Understandable. Next, all right. So there we go. So moving down the list. There's Black Myth Wukong. It's the Chinese game that it's like a Souls-like game. I don't know if anyone's interested in talking about that one.
Goku?
No, but
Wait, I mean, which game?
yes,
Which
yes.
game?
Actually, wait,
Which
yes.
game?
Hold on. Black Myth Wukong.
Black Myth Wukong is a. There was actually a lot for that game, isn't it? Or am I thinking of a different Wukong game?
I mean, the one that everyone's
no.
been talking about is this one. It's a Souls-like game.
I've heard a lot of people talking about this. So it's funny. I feel like most people don't actually like. People hear about Wukong, but I feel like most people only care about Wukong because of Goku.
Literally, that's how Wukong became popular.
No, but
It's
guys,
like, that's what
it's
I
also
feel like,
because
especially
of-
to a modern age. What's up?
it's also because of League of Legends. They have this character
Oh
called
no,
Wukong.
we're not talking about
Oh,
League of Legends
my
in this
goodness.
podcast.
I just saw it too. I just saw it. What the? I hate you, anyways. But like, I feel like
You're
Wukong getting it because, like I said, like I feel like most people know who Wukong is, but I doubt many people actually know like the story about it at all. So I think it'd be interesting to see what this game is like. I mean, if it's a Souls-like game, it's probably gonna kick my ass. It makes
True.
sense. I mean, but I'd be interested. I've from what I've seen, I haven't seen the trailer at Gamescom, but from what I've seen prior, I'm excited to at least try it, which is funny because I don't play Souls games. I just never think to myself, oh yeah, I can't wait to die over and over again and trial and error. And trial and error is great. It's a great thing that some people need to learn to accept. But me personally, I just feel like it's just not one of those games where I'm just like excited to go in, just like figure out everything because it's just not my cup of tea. Especially like for me, for like versus like action beat 'em up style games, I need quicker movements, and Souls games don't tend to be on the faster end of that, right? Because things need to be telegraphed for you to be able to like you'll die, but then like once you know what killed you, you'll figure out a way to maneuver around it. You know what I mean? So, but maybe I'll try this one. Maybe if it is a Souls-like game, based on what I've seen, because I mean I didn't really get that impression, but if that's the case, I mean maybe I'll give it a try. As long as my PC doesn't burn in flames from playing it. That's all.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah,
find your
upgrade-
flame
up-
at least.
Oh my. Anyways, upgrade your graphics card. You got to get yourself a good motherboard. Anyways, so other
And
than that,
I need one SD card to make sure that it can store the entire game. Only one. That's
just
it.
one.
Because it won't fit anything else.
just the Sun Wukong game. All right. So other than that, like, Theo, Cade, anything you guys want to say about Black Myth Wukong? If you guys even know anything about it, or if you're interested.
Oh, I mean,
I once again did not watch the trailer.
Understandable. There we go. Right there.
If it's a Souls-like though, I'll play it for an hour and then get frustrated and stop.
Understandable. There we go, bro.
very understandable.
Just play Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor, bro. There you go. That's it.
Facts.
Yeah, bro.
I'm sorry, it's not Force Unleashed, so
Dang. Anyways, all right. So, anyways, moving on. Killing Floor 3. I don't care about the series except for the one I played back in high school when everyone passed it around with USBs. But
I never heard of this franchise at all. The game that was passed around like through USBs was in Halo's
Halo's the other one. So there's another one that was passed by. Just all you gotta know is you just kill zombies, and these zombies sometimes have like weird powers. Anyways, just play Left 4 Dead. So
Got it.
then we have the Rebel Moon, that Netflix movie. Beautiful ad, by the way. We already talked about it.
Can't wait to play it.
Yeah, bro, I can't wait to play it. Crimson
Thanks,
Desert. Jeff. Crimson Desert. Yeah, I don't remember much about this game at all.
It was the one that, I mean, you were just like, holy shit, this game looks awesome, and it's open world kind
was
of
it the one that
action.
I'm like Breath of the Wild or something, or like
I
Ghost of Tsushima?
think so.
If that was
Yeah,
the case, that would look
yeah,
it
that
looked
one.
nice. Then if
Yeah,
that was
it
it, then I
does.
thought it looked nice. There's the Payday 3 Ice-T collab. Okay.
What the fuck?
Then you have the Assassin's Creed Mirage. I'm not an Assassin's Creed guy, but okay. Skipping
I
this one
mean,
because we're gonna talk about it
As
later.
far as I know, Assassin's Creed has just been continuously downhill as a franchise. But maybe you picked back up. The last time one I played was 3. There you go.
Understandable.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So this one we're gonna talk about later. So we're gonna skip it. Then there was Modern Warfare 3 with its 15-minute gameplay. Bro. Anyways, Nightingale.
I just don't care.
Yeah, I just don't care either. Yeah, like I don't.
We don't
Nightingale. Yeah. Another one I'll mention as an honorable mention, so we're gonna skip it. We had a bunch of MiHoYo games. Literally nothing new if you're wondering. For those that keep up with MiHoYo and everything, literally nothing new, except the fact that they make these games absolutely beautiful and they don't make a paid game. But that's for another video. Let's see. Lords of the Fallen. I completely forgot about that one. I don't even know what the hell that one was.
Yeah, me neither.
We're skipping these two because we're going to talk about them later. The First Descendant, another one I forgot about. Under the Sea. Under the Waves. Don't care about it.
Under the Sea.
Fort Solis, forgot. Expeditions, forgot. The Crew Motorfest, what in the world? There was a Cyberpunk game, a trailer or something. No idea what that is. I think that's a DLC.
I
Yeah,
don't
it is.
know.
All I care about is Edge Runners. I still need to watch that because Edge Runners looks cool. Stormgate. Okay. The Last Epoch. Okay. The best game at the event, Marvel Snap. They announced the PC version. Absolutely amazing, right?
I love card
Look,
games.
look. The only mobile game I'm interested in playing is Mega Man. The Mega Man run that's having an offline version. They got to pay $30 to still play online to play the offline game, which is stupid. But hey, there's a lot of content in it, so
Understandable. Anyways, a good one, Armored Core 6. I need to play it because, like, from what I've seen, that everyone's just making all these impressive mechs.
bro. When I saw the tornado from Sonic Adventure 2,
Bro, people are going insane, dude. Like, people have made a bunch of crazy stuff with Armored Core 6. Like, I'm like, what
I
the
love
hell?
Among Us.
Show the whole Kirby mech, bro. I'm like, damn.
Mhm.
Maybe I can make an Adachi mech.
Adachi.
The Adachi.
Let's see. Next is Warhaven. I forgot what that was. Another one we're skipping. Ada Ada History Untold. The whole chat started saying that as soon as the game showed off, and it was called Ara. A Diablo 4. Don't care. At least I don't care. If you care about it, let me know.
No.
Dustborn. Forgot about that was. Thank goodness you're here. What? And then Alan Wake 2, I guess. But I mean,
For me, I feel like I'd be more excited for a lot more of these games had these companies not gotten worse over the years. Like, for example, Diablo 4, I would have been more interested in, but like ever since the mobile game debacle and all that and how they treated it, I was like, I'm starting to see a pattern here where these companies are trying to rob me of my money constantly. You know.
I get you.
I mean, every company is technically trying to do that, but you know,
Don't make it that obvious.
Don't make it that obvious.
Don't be douchebags like freaking Activision over here, who are apparently a very great place to work at, right? Apparently, right?
That's what I heard.
It's like,
I mean,
fuck
hey,
them.
you know what? I'll give it this. No, and when it comes to video game companies, I would rather work at any video game company as long as it wasn't Konami in Japan. Okay, look, listen.
Understand.
That's the only one.
True.
All right, so let's see. So other than that, that's pretty much it when it comes to the stuff. I skipped 5 because we're gonna talk about them. But yeah, so we're gonna
Persona 5?
No. So we're gonna start off with all that stuff right now. So we're gonna go in order. So starting off, so the one that interests me out of all these trailers first was definitely Tekken 8's. We have a release date. I forgot the release date. That was January 24th. correct me if I'm wrong, Abdir. I think it was January
Uh,
24th. Forgot.
I feel you're right, but just in case
Yeah, go
you're
for it.
wrong, it's
The-
January 26th, so 2 days
yes,
off.
so 2 days left. Okay.
Oh, you're 2 days off, man.
Well, I'm
that
gonna go.
sucks.
Well, the podcast is over. I'm gonna go in my little corner and cry. All right. Thank you for
Yeah,
watching. I hope you
exactly.
have yourself so wonderful. Anyways, they had a trailer showing off, I guess, the story mode, showing off the single player mode. What's it called? The online lobbies where you get to make your Xbox avatars and everything.
It's literally what they are. Like when I saw those, I actually thought those were the Xbox avatars again.
They just look like Xbox avatars. Like that's literally the first thing that came to my mind when I saw them. And then the other thing being is that they showed off new characters. I don't remember them all at all except for Yoshimitsu. I think one of them, I think Dragunov, Akuma definitely. That's pretty much it I can remember. Abdir, if you can remember all the rest of the characters, go ahead and say them now.
I'm trying to, because the problem is that we've seen something, and I don't want to make reference to that list. I'm trying to remember who was
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about
actually revealed. And no, of course, I'm trying to remember who was actually revealed at Gamescom, because there was a lot. I just
that.
don't.
Oh, we do have the
remember
announcement that the full roster will be 32 characters, by the way. So the whole roster for
Mm.
Tekken 8 is gonna have 32 characters and everything. No guest
and
characters
no
in the base
guest
roster.
characters.
But he said
Come
for the
on,
base
where's
roster.
Akuma?
He said
Where's
that for the base
Akuma?
roster. That doesn't mean he didn't say anything for DLC. So if you guys want
No,
your
but where's
if you want your
Where's
Kiryu
Akuma, bro?
Kazuma, he will be as DLC Theo. So don't worry, bro. He's coming as DLC, bro.
No, I want Majima.
Well, either or, either or, whichever one. The other one being
All right.
what's it called? The other one being you get your Tifa guys, right? We're finally gonna get Tifa in a Tekken game.
Yeah, sure, dude.
I think that's plausible. I mean, I'm not
The
gonna.
cope with this guy is incredibly strong.
I'm not gonna deny that, but like, me personally, I think it'd be really funny if they just put Sephiroth in Tekken,
That'd be funny.
but like he still fights with his bare hands.
Like the sword is just there, but for aesthetics. But anyway, so
yeah.
32
I think-
characters.
The ones I think that were revealed there, at least from what it was, Shaheen,
Yes.
who's a weird
Yes. I remember.
one. And then there was it Leo? I think he was the blonde kid.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know we saw
And
Yoshimitsu.
then yeah, of course there was Kuma and Yoshimitsu, which based on information that came out later, Kuma's gonna be the new Heihachi, which I think is hilarious.
I think this says a lot about our society.
We as a
What do you-
society. Let me see here. I think that was about it. I'm not too sure. I completely forgot a lot of the characters. Like I mentioned Kuma, Yoshimitsu, and Dragunov. I think there's probably one more, but I forgot.
Oh yeah, Dragunov was also shown there. But ultimately, look, when it comes to Tekken, a lot of these are pretty much like expected. Outside of the girl we saw like in the previous reveal, we have not gone with a newcomer. Come to think about it, like so far we've had one new character. If it's revealed,
Yeah, Azucena
which is
for now.
Azucena, and which is weird. I would have thought you'd see at least like 4 newcomers. Maybe not like all 4 of them revealed, but like I think we would have seen 4 newcomers, or like 3 of them by now at least. I don't know. But I guess not. I guess most of this roster is just returning characters. And that's it.
Mhm, for now. Well, this is more later, but for the time being, it's just one with Azucena, and we think we have like 8 characters left or something. Because I know like they
Yeah, it's
showed
8
off
characters.
8 characters left, yeah. So maybe another one in that whole roster. Other than that, like the game's looking great. I do wish they had like I guess some more concise trailers showing off each character because they just kind of just showed the characters off and then they were just like, here you go, they're there, and then let's just get to the multiplayer stuff. but I guess because there's so many characters, they didn't have time to like I guess show each one at Gamescom. So those trailers will be released later on. Kind of like how Claudio was teased off in the closed beta, and then after that he was he had his trailer, but it was like a while. So we're probably gonna get those as time goes on.
Yeah, and I feel once those trailers start popping in, we'll probably see them happen like a week after each other, just like how they were doing it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
When they were doing like character trailers, it's just like every week there was one, and then it stopped out of nowhere.
Now,
But yeah.
I am not going to say the name, but based off the leaks we got, it's funny. The guest character is pretty funny.
There is no guest character.
There's no kiss character.
It was an old leak. It was an old leak I'm referring to.
Oh, okay. But like, yeah, because Harada did confirm there are no guest characters in the base roster, so there's definitely going to be no guest characters in the base roster. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
So hey, we gotta do what we do. But other than that, like that
being
trailer.
That being said, I feel like even if they add another like a guest character in DLC, I just feel like none of them will ever be as impactful to Tekken as Akuma was, because like I mean, not only was he the first, but he was integrated into the story, and I really like that. And I was really hoping they do that again, but they're not, and that kind of disappoints me a little.
Well, we'll see what happens with the. Well, they're definitely not going to integrate the other guest characters into the story. But we'll see if there are any guest characters added through DLC. We do know that they did confirm that the first season pass is going to have 4 characters, so we do have that. Maybe we'll get that one character there. Who knows? But other than that, I did like the trailer. It was cool. Nice. Definitely not worth like to watch like Gamescom just for that trailer. But it was a nice trailer overall. Game's looking great, beautiful. I think they did confirm it'll be a $79.99 game. Like we're literally in the era where all the games at this point are just going to be $80, right? It's something where that's going to be
NBA or whatever.
2K.
Yeah.
So like we're pretty much in this era now, guys. So $80 games are going to be the norm. So if you guys want to wait, just wait for sales if they even have sales. Like, but yeah, other than that, like that's pretty much the era that we're going through. All the companies are going to do it. Other than that, like when it comes to Tekken 8's trailer, anything else you guys want to talk about? Because all I can say is it was enjoyable. It was nice, but I do want to see more about the other characters and everything. I want to see how they play and everything.
No, I don't have anything else to say.
For Tekken specifically, I mean, from what it's looking like, it's just a worse version of Street Fighter 6's online. Speaking of the online, it is looking grim.
Yeah, of course, it's obviously not rollback. But I've heard mixed
no,
things.
Harada said it's rollback, therefore it is.
I don't know about that one, but
I genuinely believe he doesn't actually know what people are referring to when they ask for rollback. But like so far, truth be told, I don't know if I'm excited for Tekken. Like Tekken 7, different time, different context. When Tekken 7 was coming out, I was excited, and I wasn't really worried too much about the online. Because, I mean, at that point, a lot of video games online were kind of All right, but nowadays, there's a golden standard. One that Smash refuses to meet, but a lot of fighting games still do. And Tekken being one of the games that just refuses to implement it is so dumb to me. Like, I don't know about you, but look, if I'm releasing a fighting game, I would hope that my fighting game reaches a wide range of audiences, and the only way I can accomplish that is by actually providing good online systems. That's all I'm saying.
Well, Harada. We'll see what happens, obviously.
So,
but essentially, other than that, like, one more thing. Yoshimitsu's design looks absolutely sick. That's all I can say right now.
It's just a redesign of his 3 look. That's what it looks like to me.
But he looks great. That's all I gotta say.
It looks great. It looks great. The blue is an odd choice, but I like it.
But other than that, like, that's all I can say about the Tekken 8 trailer, because there's not really much we can talk about. Didn't really show off each character's gameplay. But Yeah, I am really excited for Tekken 8. I thought it looked really cool. I'm gonna make Tekken 8 my first Tekken game. Actually, no, I can't say my first Tekken game because I did play one of the ones on PS2 over a friend's house once. Forgot which one it was, but I was like really young, and this was before I got into fighting games. But it'll probably be my first Tekken game I ever buy. So I'm definitely really excited for that. I've been getting into it and everything. I've really liked what I've seen. But that's pretty much all I can say, unless you guys want to say anything else.
Majima for Tekken. There we go.
Understandable.
For me, the only guest character I want something ridiculous and as stupid as what's his face was again.
NASCAR driver.
Drawing a blind. Yeah, we
Yo!
should get. That's so true.
What was it? The Digimon, was it?
No, not Gon.
Oh,
Not Gon, not that guy. Not Gon from like Tekken 3's Japanese exclusive. I'm referring to Negan. I need something on that level. You know, because
Walter
Gon
White.
is like, you know,
Yo,
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They put Walter White in the game. Now, Cade, you'd have to get into fighting games to put Walter White, right?
Obviously. Or Minecraft
Yeah.
Steve.
Oh, yo!
Minecraft Steve.
Finally, bro,
Where's
some
your,
good character
where-
additions, bro.
I'm going
This
to
motherfucker
him in every
doing
fighting game.
strings.
This dude doing strings. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it for Tekken 8. So I guess let's move on to the next title that we have here. So the other one that we knew that was going to be here was Sonic Superstars. So we knew that this game was going to be here, but we didn't know it was going to be shown off. We didn't really get much of it except really focusing on the multiplayer stuff, which I think is pretty cool, right? I mean, it's been a while, since the Sonic multiplayer game and everything. But we do have this whole platformer that you can play as with 4 characters, and there's the whole battle mode that they revealed. Looks like we can customize these robotic versions of Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. I say that because it's not Metal Sonic, but
it just looks like a robot that you could just customize. And I mean, my favorite customization options was easily Metal Knuckles. That looks sick.
Yeah, the Metal Knuckles. Was he an actual character? Well, yes, my bad. Yeah, I'm thinking about Sonic R.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
because Sonic R. That was his one-time appearance in a in a video game. I believe he came obviously he was an Archie, but I believe he actually came back in the IDW comics, which are canon. So therefore, he did return one more time. That one more time was it.
So judging how they could have skins and everything, I can see some pretty cool customization options. It looks fun, the battle modes and everything. Let's see if we do have a fun Sonic multiplayer that can kind of replicate the fun that was in Sonic Adventure 2. I think Sonic Adventure 2 has one of the best multiplayer Sonic games there. Multiplayer modes, because for a game for example, a game like Sonic Heroes didn't really have it that much, but it honestly looks fun. But other than that, anyone else want to mention anything from what they saw from the multiplayer? I'll take that as a no. Got it.
Because the multiplayer was just it's just a battle mode. I mean, that's all it really is. It's not from the looks of it. I mean, it doesn't look like there's a race or anything. It just you do things and you get points and you win, and it's online. It's the only thing that's online in the game, actually. You don't get to play the main game as these guys.
Yeah, so
really disappointing.
But I think it's nice that you can pretty much play this whole game with your friend, and also if you can start to finish with your friend, and you guys will have an enjoyable time, at least from what I see there. So I'm pretty excited for Sonic Superstars and everything. It looks really nice and everything. I think people who played the demos and everything have liked what they've seen. People who played it are enjoying it. So I'm personally excited. So they won't buy, obviously. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can say that much, because I feel like Sonic Superstars announcement wasn't that crazy big for me to get really excited over.
There wasn't much to show. They're just they basically the only thing they showed was the battle mode.
Exactly, and that's it.
Oh wait, that is one actual cool thing that they did reveal, and that is that one of Sonic's concept art designs, a classic design, is the rabbit, and you'll actually have the rabbit as a costume, presumably for Sonic.
Oh yeah, for the battle mode and everything.
No, not for battle mode. That's
really like DLC and everything.
The rabbit. Yeah, because Sega's doing this dumb thing where they have the deluxe edition. It's really stupid.
Yeah,
but you'll be able to actually you'll be able to play as the robot.
That's the era.
Rabbit for some.
that's the era that we live in. Like, I hate it personally as well because I'm a physical guy. But like, they're giving a bunch of exclusive stuff for people who only purchase the digital version, everything. Like, why don't we get that shit as well? Like, when we get a physical copy, like, bro, whatever. They want to do that, they do it. Like for example, Spider-Man 2. I wanted to pre-order that deluxe edition, whatever, the collector's edition. The problem is they give you a steelbook, but no physical disc, which I think is the most dumbest thing ever. Like, I really hate when they do like exclusive stuff like that, and it's only the digital version. But that's just me though.
I love that. Woo.
Like, well, it is what it is, right, guys? But I'm not gonna back down on that. I'm still gonna get the physical edition. I don't care.
I'm never backing down.
The Atlas effect.
The Atlas effect.
True.
Hey, at least we'll have to talk about that one later. But I'm not gonna talk about it. We'll talk about it later. Other than that, Sonic Superstars, it looks great. It's fun. Battle mode, awesome. So more stuff to do with your friends and everything. But pretty cool. But the one that surprised me was the Sonic Frontiers. I did not expect us to get a tease for the last DLC at Gamescom and everything. That to me came off as a surprise. Like, I was literally at work sitting at lunch and I was going monkey in my seat, bro. I was like jumping up and down on my seat. And bro, all they showed was, it was a cinematic cutscene, right? Fighting what looked like a better version of Supreme or something. And all it took was for Sonic's eyes to change colors for me to like lose it, bro. Like, all he did was just change his eyes from red to like a light blue, as if he's entered his what is it, like his speed boost thing after
Supersonic God.
Supersonic like what is it, like his boost form that like when he gets maxed out rings. But
I don't know. I don't remember what they call it specifically. But I know what you're referring to. It's when you get max rings, you get a little cutscene, and it's basically a reference to the Sonic movie.
Yeah, the blue eyes and everything. But other than that, like, that's pretty much all they showed. It was a cinematic trailer, but it was enough to get me hyped. Like, we know what the DLC is going to be. They confirmed it to us. We're going to have more playable characters. It's very obvious that those playable characters are going to be Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. But whatever this new Supersonic form is, I'm all for it. But yeah, Abdir, what do you think so far of Sonic Frontiers? This is DLC here. At least from the cinematic trailer.
I don't. For me, I do not care because they don't show anything. I mean, okay, they show a new boss, which is just Giganto, but now he has more arms, so that could be interesting. But and they show this right here is the power of a supersonic, and this is level even further beyond, and then it's just like, oh,
bro, Supersonic 2, let's go.
Supersonic 2, what is that? It's literally just Supersonic 2. And every time Sonic has had a new form, it's always been something really cool to me, like Hypersonic. What is it? It's just Supersonic, but oh wait, he's actually giving me a seizure. Okay, we have Sonic and Secret Rings, where Sonic decides I'm gonna get all naked and be purple, and yeah,
no eyes and everything,
and no eyes.
Let the speed mended, bro.
And even though the Werehog is not a super form, the Werehog itself is really sick also. And then you have Black Knight with the armor, which is technically not a transformation of Sonic specifically, but it's just him getting this powerful armor.
But it's still cool.
Really sick. It's so sick. But this is just like, his eyes go blue.
I think they're trying to hide it because so far from because I'm pretty sure they don't want to show it. He gets more quills.
I guess.
He turns light blue.
He gets several arms.
UI Sonic.
Yo, let Oscar.
I think for me though, it would have been more sick if because this is just an idea of mine. I thought it would have been cooler if, say, the first boss you fight wasn't destroyed, and he controls that one to fight off the final one. I think it would have been cooler. Imagine a giant mech suit with Sonic's moveset would be hilarious.
That'd be pretty funny. They're gonna try to fix what they weren't able to do because that ending was pretty lackluster. Supreme went down really easily. What's it called? That final boss with the end was mid. Bro, Annoying as well.
It was a bonus, But
boy,
no,
okay.
seriously,
I love Toho.
They need
True.
an actual, they need an actual final boss fight. I'm tired of Sonic games where like, oh, the final boss is like, is you just have a different gameplay style. You know what the last game was that actually had Supersonic using normal gameplay? That was Sonic Adventure. That was the last game in which Supersonic is just Sonic. Sonic Adventure 2, you're not Sonic, you just flow around and you boost forward, you go up or down, bada boom, and Sonic 06 is different, and I guess technically Heroes would be the last one, actually.
Actually, Heroes, yeah, because
Heroes actually keeps the gameplay, but
what'd you say,
but
Shadow
like
the
that's
Hedgehog?
it. Shut.
We don't talk about that.
I guess Shadow the Hedgehog could count. So I guess you could count that one also.
See, I don't blame you
Yeah,
for
if
not
you
forgetting
put
the
the
gameplay.
gameplay
You put the
aspect
gameplay aspect aside. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Aside, I'm only really thinking about how good the story is. There's all these Sonic games, but none of them have memorable lines like, "This is like taking candy from a baby, which is fine by me."
But other than that,
come on, no Sonic game can really match that.
I do feel like they're just teasing something because there's no way they're gonna reveal it. I see it similar to how Kingdom Hearts was when you watch the secret ending of Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix when they were showing off the characters, right? You see Aqua, nothing much. It's just it's just a blue-haired girl. You're like, okay. Then you see Ventus. At the time, no one knew who it was. Everyone saw it was Roxas, and people were confused as hell. But then the why I'm talking about this, Terra, right? When Terra removes his mask, we just see this random dude. We're not thinking much. But then when he removes it, it's focusing on his eyes, and then when he blinks, his eyes turn yellow, which was very confusing for many people. But as we know now, Terra was used by Xehanort to become Terra Xehanort.
I'm sorry for spoiling like a decade-old game or some shit.
Anyways, Xehanort took over Terra's body. That's what it meant. He had the yellow eyes because Xehanort took over him and all that stuff, yada yada. So I feel like this is going to be for a new form, but they're just teasing the eye color right now. We just haven't seen it yet.
And then you fight the Lingering Will, the best boss in the entire
series. Kingdom Hearts 2 now? No, that's the Azora. That's besides the point.
My only worry for the Sonic series going forward is that, look, it's really cool that we're getting this focus on Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. But I really hope this doesn't mean that other characters can't join. This is a big complaint I had for Superstars. It's in Sonic Mania, Mighty and Ray were reintroduced. You have these two new characters that bring about their own ideas and into the gameplay. They still play like Sonic, but they have their own twist to everything. And they didn't bring them back for Origins, which makes sense because it's whatever. It's Origins, okay? It's a classic game, so that's fine.
They did bring Amy in.
But they did bring Amy in, but that was like a year later. But for me, I'm like, okay, well, new Sonic game. Why not have every playable character that's ever been playable in a 2D Sonic game, classic 2D Sonic game? Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Ray, and Mighty. But no, they're like, no, we're gonna skip on those. Really, Sonic is just a weaker Mario at this point. That's
dang. Anyways, we do know that Shadow will be coming back because he did say, Iizuka did say that what's it called? Shadow is not going to be obviously in Superstars because a lot of people are hoping about that. But he did confirm that the next Sonic game that's apparently in development right now, whatever, is going to have Shadow in it.
Focus on him.
Yeah, so so he's going to be there. So I don't think he's forgotten about the characters. We're getting to the point where they know that people want to see other characters playable other than Sonic because it has been a very hot minute since we played as another character that isn't Sonic in a mainline Sonic game. So
let me put it into perspective. The last time that we got new playable characters in anything Sonic was Mighty and Ray and Sonic Mania Plus. If you're not counting mobile games, but the mobile games they all play like Sonic anyway, so they count. But Mighty and Ray was like the last time we had new characters, and Sonic Mania was for the longest time the only game that actually features someone else that wasn't Sonic himself. I mean, Sonic Forces also came out and you had your avatar, but
you just play like Sonic. Well, Sonic without the boost formula.
Sonic with whip. That was it.
Pretty much depending
Yeah, I
on the
love
power.
Sonic.
Oh, and a
Boom.
gun. And a gun.
And a
No,
gun.
I mean not the whip, the grappling hook. The grappling hook was universal. The gun was different.
Yeah, from Sonic Boom, right?
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness! You know, I
Oh,
completely
boy.
forgot that game existed.
Let's
Thank you.
let's continue to forget about it and ignore what he's.
The cartoon was the only good thing that popped up from the entire thing.
Also
And it
true.
was canceled. I'm so sad.
Sad. But other than that, like I am pretty excited to see how Tails, Knuckles, and Amy are going to be playing because like what they have with the Frontiers formula, they can easily implement this for tons of characters. I think Silver would work really well with this. Characters like SPO would work really well. Vector, Shadow, obviously, all that good jazz. There's a lot of characters that can definitely benefit from this type of gameplay, and I'm very excited to see the future.
Something they should have done with Forces is like with like the Avatar. You know, the Avatar, if he has like levels of Sonic. It should have just been levels with different characters. Like you have a Avatar and Tails level, Avatar and Aspia level. You know, they have all these characters in the story, but like the only ones that do anything is Sonic, and
Sonic.
Whiskers the Wonder Cat. I don't know. Is Sonic? Question mark.
Other than that, I am very excited to see what The Last Horizons is going to do because I personally did really enjoy my time with Frontiers. Frontiers made me happy, even though I feel like the end portion of the game was definitely like the weaker part, like at least the 4th and 5th islands. I did have a lot of fun with it. There's been a lot of updates that have made the game better. I still need to do the birthday update. They finally added the spin dash. That's all I know. But yeah, so all I know is that the game has gotten better with the updates and everything.
Oh, definitely. The spin dash itself is so fun. Really, the birthday update though, how bad? Let me tell you. As someone who has played it, seeing these cutscenes again, but now all the characters are wearing party hats, and I got this obnoxiously large UI in front of me that I just like, oh my goodness, you know, that was it. I was like, I'm turning off the birthday UI and everything.
Happy
'Cause
birthday!
it is all in your face. Although the new Coco are really sick. They're basically like more platforming sections. It's really cool. And the Coco, some of them have little Easter eggs, like one of them having Caliburn, the Black Knight.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that one. That was cool.
It was really cool.
That's pretty much it that we can say about Sonic Frontiers. All I can say is that I hope it's very damn good. So far,
And that new final boss track, best be the one. Okay, I need
want Crush
that to
40.
be the best thing. I need it to be Crush 40. Please, Crush 40. And like, actually, oh my goodness, why is the last song Crush 40 ever done was Green Light Ride, which it's a good song. It's a damn good song.
So, but I still
they
need them back.
They should have been here. They should have been here.
I have hope. I have hope that they'll be here. But other than that, like, what?
No.
Once we hear that Crush 40 song, Sebs is just gonna go, oh my god, thank you.
Oh my God, I'm gonna kill this man.
Doing it, bro.
In this week.
He's bringing the inside jokes to the podcast. But anyways,
yeah.
What's it called? Other than that, that's pretty much it I can say about Frontiers. You know, Cade's been very quiet. He's a big Sonic fan. I know he definitely wants to gush about Sonic. So what do you got to say, bro?
I have the game. I just still need to play it.
Never mind.
Which
So you have
one?
nothing to say.
Frontiers.
Such a huge Sonic
Frontiers?
fan. Definitely.
I haven't. I did play Forces. That's why I haven't played.
Oh,
I'm sorry, bro.
my goodness.
I'm sorry, bro.
I still have this one experience with Forces, real quick. I was playing Classic Sonic. It was the last Classic Sonic level. I fall through a ramp, a segmented ramp where nothing else will literally hurt you, and I'm falling for 5 minutes straight.
That sounds
amazing.
amazing.
It's a good game. Oh, and by the way, I was playing on the Switch version of the game. So.
Oh, there you go. So
Extra good.
Most normal Sonic game.
okay, bro.
Polished.
Most polished Sonic game. True.
Anyways, I guess that does it for Sonic Frontiers. I guess before we get to the last one, right? I do want to give an honorable mention to like Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Once again, that game has been in development hell for such a long time, right? And people have been wanting it. The TLDR of the development for this game was that it was a collaboration between Psy Games and Platinum. But I think after a year or two of them developing the game, they left. I guess all they were there for was to pretty much make the the skeleton of the game and everything, and then they just kind of went from there. Then like a couple years later, we're finally seeing what Side Games has had for us here with Relink. It's been a long time. We finally have a release date. I think it should be February 1st. A game looks impressive.
Somewhere.
Somewhere around there.
It's close to Persona 3's release,
which we'll talk about later. But what's it called? But it looks gorgeous. Like I'm happy that they're doing this because I'm really like, I'm mobile gamed out, bro. I do not want to like play any more mobile games. And like the only way to like I guess experience the Grand Blue story is to play the mobile game. So I'm really exactly. Like I'm glad that we have Grand Blue Fantasy Versus and Relink as a way for people who want to probably try to get into Grand Blue Fantasy without having to play the mobile game. You get to experience some of these characters, who they are, through these games and everything. So I honestly think it's great. I hope more games do this. They're free to play. They have like a huge fan base. I mean, Fate Go does that with all their spin-off Fate games, I guess, right? But yeah, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. It looks absolutely gorgeous. There's a lot of playable characters there. I definitely want to get it. I'll talk about it later. Well, not talk about it later. I'm going to mention why I'm not going to get it at launch later. But it looks great. It looks absolutely great. If anyone wants to say something about Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, go for it.
Well, guys, we finally have it. The good Genshin Impact.
What the? So true, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, Genshin makes a paid game. It's gonna be great.
True.
It doesn't have since this is a title in which it's not a gacha game. That means that the collaborations won't be in there, which means no Persona 5, which means I don't care. Sorry.
That's right. I forget. This man always reminded me that Joker's in Grand Blue Fantasy. But no.
Yeah, you forget. I mean, you forget because it's the only gacha game or one of the few gacha games to have a Persona 5 collaboration and not be end of service a year later.
Yo, true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, as soon as I see Fire Emblem Heroes collab with Persona 5, that's when I know it's over, bro. That's all I
right.
That's all I gotta say. But other than that, like, it looks great. Anyone else want to say anything about the game, what they saw? Because these trailers are like amazing. The world's beautiful.
I already pre-ordered the game. It looks fucking awesome. I bought the big boy edition, not the crazy edition, but the big boy edition.
The higher price one, but not the collector edition, essentially.
Yeah.
Understandable. Cade, you?
I gotta wait for a sale. There's a big game coming out right after.
Yeah, big game. I wonder what that's gonna be. We'll talk about that
I
one.
wonder.
I wonder. Anyways, so let's go to the next game here. The last game I want to talk about when it comes to Gamescom, and that's Mortal Kombat 1. I think it's absolutely crazy how this game was revealed like May, and then the game's already coming out in September. We've known that they were working on a Mortal Kombat game, but they have like before the game was revealed, there was like no leaks of the roster and everything that I can recall.
Yet.
No, the roster's already leaked. Like we already know that. But I'm talking about like before like the game was announced. I don't think we got any. The only thing we knew was that there is an MK game coming out, and it was going to be a reboot, which is exactly what it is. A third damn reboot. Third? Yeah. I would say no. Second reboot. But whatever. It's very interesting. I'm not gonna say I'm excited for the story mode after the DLC. Aftermath was it? It was it was atrocious. They ruined certain characters, but we're not gonna talk about that.
So bad. Sindel, God, oh man, it was so bad. It was so bad.
And speaking of Sindel, that is one of the characters that was shown off in Mortal Kombat 1. We have a new version of Sindel. Looks to be now the actual like the Shao Kahn, I guess, here. Like, she's the leader and everything. Shao Kahn is just the general, also revealed, General Shao. So those are the two characters that are revealed. We did get to see some Raiden gameplay. Shunjiko and Motaro were confirmed as cameos. But again, the game's looking great. Super fun. I like what I see here. It looks faster. Looks like we can do some pretty crazy combos. And I believe we only have 3 characters left, which are all leaked, which I'm not going to talk about. But except for one, which wasn't leaked. But anyways, other than that, the game looks great, and I'm really excited for it. I definitely have a pre-order. I haven't played a Mortal Kombat game since 9. Well, I did play 10 and 11, but I didn't buy them. I didn't really care too much about those games. I was almost close to buying 11, but I didn't end up buying it because the gameplay wasn't that good. But other than that,
yeah, me neither.
Anyone else want to say something about Mortal Kombat 1?
All I'm gonna say is Reptile baby, let's go!
That's right, he wasn't here for-
Finally, they made the series good.
True. Anyway,
when it came to Mortal Kombat, like prior to this, I was like, like I stopped being excited once I actually saw gameplay of it, like actual non-trailer, pre-release footage of Johnny Cage doing an ugly looking combo. And then like, I saw Reptile, I'm like, this game's so sick. And then I see this trailer, I'm like, man, this game's gonna suck. Because I was not for me personally, since they're putting so much of a focus on the story, and since we know more about the game, and I'm not a fan of microtransactions on a $70 game. I'm not a fan of the fact that I need to pre-order the game in order to have a character unlocked from the start. I'm not a fan of all these little things that they're doing. Okay, and I think it's trash. Yeah, I mean, as we've seen, Street Fighter, I think, is right now is looking really bad.
Yeah, with the Ninja Turtles thing, right?
Yeah, with the Ninja Turtles thing. Like, I think Street Fighter 6 and Mortal Kombat 1 is going to start the age of really, really gouging out your wallet. Yeah, because Mortal Kombat, at least 10 and 11, less so 10, more so 11, definitely did. It was like, oh, you really got to be spending your money. And Justice also, oh man, it was really bad in Justice 2. Like literally locking behind a moveset behind RNG, and with that. So I'm really worried. So far, the only fighting game that has come out recently that I can recall that doesn't try to rip you off of all your money is Guilty Gear. Because I mean, if you consider the DLC a rip off, sure. But Melty Blood is like another example where like they're doing great. They're giving away characters for free, They're not asking you for more of your money than the game already paid for. I wish these modern fighting games would learn a thing or two. Because I think it bothers me more so that I'm paying full price for these games. And what do? Try to rip you off of even more money. Because they need it, I think. These poor, struggling companies like Warner Brothers.
Bro, they're struggling, bro. We gotta help them out, bro. But, like, it's like Mortal Kombat, no, definitely is the biggest offender when it comes to their shop and everything, because we already know it's there. Like, literally, as soon as the Collector's Edition and the Premium Edition were revealed, they already said the bonuses, and we saw, like, this combat premium currency, whatever it is, these crystals, whatever, that they're gonna have. So we already know it's gonna be premium currency. But other than that, like, when it comes to MK1, so far everything I've seen is really great. I do like the way Sindel looks. I think she looks great. I do like the way Shao Kahn looks as well. Also looks great. They all look really fun to play as. Again, 3 more characters left to go. I already know who they are, but I know 2 out of 3. Apparently, the other one hasn't been leaked yet. We'll see them soon. The game's literally gonna come out in how many days from now when we're recording this video? Like 12 days?
Like a week?
12, 13 days, something like that.
Yeah, for the early people.
Yeah, for the early people, and then like a couple of days later for the people who just got the standard version and don't really care about waiting, which is understandable and fair. But it was a great trailer. I did enjoy what I saw. It was probably like one of my favorite trailers there at Gamescom. And yeah, like I'm pretty excited. Theo, you have anything else you want to say about Mortal Kombat 1?
I'm just gonna say it's only a matter of time until that currency, like that digital currency, right, that you buy with your money, that's gonna like win you games automatically in ranked matches. I'm just saying,
hey, bro. I see that
time.
you're getting your ass kicked here, bro. But if you pay $5, you can win. We'll give you a power up that will just boost your attacks triple. That way, when you punch him once, you deal almost half health.
Yeah, and like, actually, no. What it's gonna do is that there's gonna be a block that appears on top of your character, right? And then once you hit it, like you jump on it, right? A super leaf comes out, and then that
Mario
way
fan. Am I hearing, bro? Am I hearing this? Oh,
Mario Kombat.
And I know Cade is a big fighting game fan, right? So he definitely has some things to say about that, right?
I'm waiting until they add Minecraft Steve.
Understand. Finish him, bro. They
Smash.
just rip off his blocky arms. I'm just waiting for the day Doomslayer's out into that game, bro. Anyways, well, hopefully. But
Very
other
true.
than that, Mortal Kombat 1, nice trailer, you know, two characters. They did show off a little bit of raiding gameplay as well, because I don't think they really focused on him as much recently. So I think it's cool.
Mhm.
But yeah, they'll probably see some more later. Maybe
That was the funniest thing to me. The whole role reversal now, where Raiden is the so-called chosen one.
Yeah, he's
Liu
friends
Kang's
with,
the guy.
yeah, and he's friends with Kung Lao compared to Liu Kang. But yeah, we'll see about that later on. We'll see what the other characters are. I mean, I do remember from Closed Doors there was Reiko, if I remember his name was right. I know he was shown off behind closed doors, like just randomly being there, so maybe he's a playable character. And I do know that someone was playing the game or something. Was it like, I think from the beta that we saw Chronica and everything? So there's the possibility of her being playable too. Who knows? But this game is known to have a lot of characters that are just, you know, appear in the background, but they're not actually playable. But yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to, I guess, Mortal Kombat 1, unless someone has one more thing they want to add.
Add Nemesis.
Oh boy.
Nemesis Resident Evil 3, baby.
I got one thing to add. Please fix Ermac. Please, your God. I'm
True.
asking.
Very
They're
true.
You know, it's funny. Usually Mortal Kombat trends on Twitter. You know, when they get a new reveal. But you know, it comes and goes. But for a while, Ermac was trending for a while because, man, people hate his design.
Dude, he looks so ugly, bro. Like, put the mask back on.
That's what the mask is.
I hate him, bro. Get him out. You're no longer living the But, yeah, no, put the mask on, bro. Please, just put it on. Keep it on. Or give me the MK11 design as a DLC. I don't care.
Holy shit. No, actually, it's that terrible. You know what?
It
Yeah,
is.
no, just...
It is bad.
Can we change the slot, please?
Again, he's dead, but I don't care, bro. Put him a mask. Give him a mask.
It's funny too, because every single other ninja looks amazing, right? Scorpion, Sub-Zero, even Takeda, from what we've seen, which, I mean, it looks like it won't be actually the same. But whatever, he looks great too. So many of these ninjas look amazing. And then you have Ermac. What is going on?
Yeah, we don't talk. Yeah, he looks bad. He just looks awful.
We don't talk about
But
Ermac.
other than that, right? That's pretty much it. Like, we can say, so far everything looks great. I'm loving the roster. It's literally all returning characters. They're all gonna play differently though, but they all look great. I'm really happy with what I'm seeing. And yeah, I'm very excited. I'm gonna be playing it when it launches here, just so I can kill some time and everything. But other than that, is that it, or you guys want to talk about something else?
Nope. I mean, it's gonna be really funny to see Homelander and Omni-Man just like...
True. So true. You get to beat up Homelander, bro, you know what I'm saying? But
I'm gonna play a Homelander, though. Haha.
But if we guys have nothing else to say about Mortal Kombat 1, then we can move on and everything. But
Let's just move on.
So that was Gamescom. You know, we spent an hour talking about that. But anyways, it was okay. Whatever. It was all right. Nothing crazy. I would give it maybe a 6, 5 around there. Probably 5 out of 10. Not gonna lie, probably there. It was okay. I never really watched Gamescom opening night live because there's nothing really crazy. I only watched it for those 4 games. Probably next year I won't be watching it, but yeah. But then after that, we had our little full moon event come through.
Blue moon.
No.
Oh.
So we had our full moon event. Atlas decided every full moon that is it full moon or new moon? I forgot. I think it was every full moon. But every full
moon should be every full moon.
Yeah, every full moon. Yeah, every full moon would get a new announcement for Persona 3 Reload. Most of them have been nothing, but for this one, they dropped a whole ass new trailer. So we have a whole new trailer. This one focusing on the last 4 characters that had yet to be shown, which were Aegis, Ken, Koromaru, and Shinji. We have this is probably the longest footage that we've had so far because all the trailers so far have been a minute. We got to see some scenes from the game, got to see some gameplay, we got to see the all-out attacks, we got to learn that these characters, the more they progress through the game, they get new outfits. At least from what I saw, it looks like it's gonna happen after Fuka's rescue. Apparently the armbands are gonna have a gimmick.
Orgy mode.
Everyone gets orgy mode. Thank you, Cade, for that idea. But
Exactly.
the game is coming out a day after Relink. I know that much, February 2nd. So I'm not buying Relink. That's why I'm not buying it at launch, because my ass is going to be sitting down playing Reload, not worrying about any other game, and just playing down to 100% the game. That's right. I'm going to 100% it, guys. I'm going to sit there, and I'm not going to go to work for a whole month. But other than that,
That's a lot of Tartarus.
I know, right?
Fun.
I do feel like the grind is going to be easier, because I'm pretty sure they're going to definitely make the EXP grind a little bit easier. Oh, I didn't mention this in the video I'm going to be making later, but I remember shuffle time was confirmed to be there, but it doesn't shuffle. They just give you the card straight up and they're like, pick one, and that's
Ew.
it.
No.
Yeah, so there's no shuffle time. They just show the cards and they're like, all right, pick which one you want, and that's it.
It's called picking time.
Picking time.
Like,
Just pick a card.
I would say it's like Persona 4. Like, the thing is that with Persona 4, when they brought the cards out, right, they showed off which one was there, right?
Yeah, and then they would shuffle it around.
Yeah, so like they would shuffle it around a bit, but like they would actually show you which one was which, and I think you can, like, if you pick one up, you can do like a thing like, oh, if you do this, you get, like, it changes the card, but it might be a card you want. I don't know if they're gonna do that here, but we do know that there's none of this BS where they like show the card, they flip it around, and then they, like, you know, mix it up, like, all right, pick one. You don't know where it's at, you know. They show you the card and it stays there. So it's like, you want XP, you pick that one. You want a weapon, pick that one. Oh, my bad. I think it was a skill, right? It was XP, the grass, right? Yeah. Then the persona,
Yeah.
the skill. Like,
And then you'd have like bad cards. Like, for example, you can get the Reaper to come out. Something like that.
like something that will curse you if you pick it and everything. But
Yeah.
like they're trying to not really like replicate what they did there with P3, so they want people to have at least, I guess, more of a calmer time. The cards still show up, but they don't shuffle, and they're not turned around. You know which one's which beforehand, so you can pick which one you want.
Oh,
Yeah,
so just like Persona 4. Okay.
yeah.
Because now I remember from Persona 3, the way that it worked is that they would show you the cards, and then they flip them around, and then they shuffle. But you know, like, which one is which. It's just that you have to make sure that you're getting that one.
Yeah, you pick one first, and you gotta hope that, like, you know, you have, like, depending on how many chances you do, whatever, you can, like, have the card turn to a different card. I'm pretty sure they might do that at least. But
Yeah.
other than that, like, they're definitely making the card system way better, more easier. I do believe the EXP gain was made better, because holy hell, the grind in P3 is absolutely atrocious. Horrible. So we're gonna
I
have
wonder
that.
if they're gonna have the Ryuji insta kill.
Oh, like a character just like you just run through and beat him up.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
that
hope
would be super nice in Tartarus.
I do hope
Hell
that the confidants here, or I don't know if they're gonna go back to calling them social links. I do hope that they do have like special abilities, because that's something I did like what P5 did. They gave you a reason to want to be like, all right, maximize this character, because before it was more like you would maximize them based on like how you like them. You know, you get to know them. Like, I don't want to work on this one. Let me work on this one. You know.
Yeah, like the main reason why you would want, technically, from a gameplay perspective, is to get more XP from Persona fusions, and also getting the persona from that Arcana, like to the max, which is, you know, it's useful, but it's not telling you, hey, you need to work on that one. It's just, you gotta do it, because you got nothing else to do.
I feel like there will be a confidant that'll probably be like, if you finish this one up, you get bonus XP. I think every character's gonna get EXP, even if they're not in the party this time, compared to before, where you had to like individually level them up. So I think everyone's gonna earn XP. But like, if you remember, Mishima would like increase the XP gain and everything, and would like give a boost to people in the back in the party. So I think that we're gonna have something like that. I don't know if we're gonna have anything like special massages or whatnot, like Kawakami, which is broken.
Yo.
Because I feel like
I think I saw you can't poop in this one.
Yeah, you can't.
What?
You can't. Yeah, you can't, bro.
They took away the bathroom.
Yeah, you can't
That's
go to the
terrible.
bathroom, bro. Horrible game.
I'm
They
canceling my
nerfed
pre-order.
my boy.
They nerfed him, bro.
Canceling my pre-order.
He can't go to take a dookie, bro. But like, yeah, because like Kawakami, that or something of that effect that like you would like basically like call someone up and like I guess you'd feel better or something. I'm not too sure, but like, I do want to see more stuff like that where like the more you hang out with someone, you get like I guess a deal in certain things. But we'll see. We'll see if they add that. The other
Quality
thing
of life changes
a lot
would
of
be very appreciated.
I'm pretty sure they're definitely going to be there. A lot of also they would lock out a lot of confidants during the summer because a lot of them were at the school, and the thing is that once summer starts, you can't go back into the school, which to me was kind of dumb. So I do hope that there's a way for you to actually like meet up with them because even though school is out for the summer, I'm pretty sure some people still go back to the school for clubs. Like if you're in the track team and everything, you got to continue going there, right? Like a lot of these were like the club members, So who's to say, right? Like we be able to go inside during the summer, like hang out with some of these. Because when that happens in the daytime, the only characters I don't even know who you can hang out with at the daytime. Only the people that are not in the school, pretty much. But
Yeah.
But other than that, like game's great. The game's looking great. They did confirm that Aegis is indeed a social link, so the Ion Arcana from FPS is back. So there's an FPS thing there, guys. There we go, right there. Bada bing, bada boom.
Guys, we're gonna have the answer for sure.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Please no.
Obviously, a lot of the quality of life changes from.
Hey, I mean, if the gameplay's fixed, I don't think the answer is gonna be that terrible.
And we did in this trailer, we did get something from Portable. That was a Portable cutscene. That was the scene where Aegis is shooting out water from her guns and shooting Junpei. That is actually a scene from Portable.
Yo.
Yeah, so that is so we're gonna be getting some Portable scenes, and I believe a lot of the extra story stuff that we're gonna be getting, like the side stories, where I guess the other party members are not confidants, right? I feel like they're probably gonna do like the what's it called? They're gonna probably add them from Portable. So I think that'd be pretty cool, a way to like get us and like get to know other characters, because that was dumb that we weren't able to like hang out with Junpei and all that good jazz.
Yeah, they've shown clips of like hanging out with Junpei and Koromaru and Shinjiro.
I like the one with Akihiko that you and Akihiko just beat up a whole gang.
Beat up a bunch of people.
Yeah. There was a Ken one where you beat him up in a fight. I'm pretty sure Koromaru, he had like events where you would like take him out on a walk and everything. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna
walk him. Yeah,
they're gonna continue that. Shinji, I definitely want to see how they're gonna do Shinji's hangout events.
I wonder if those are separate from social links or if they're gonna give you something.
That is true. I do. We'll see though. I don't know if they're gonna give you anything. They're experimenting a lot, so we'll see what exactly they show off. We saw the entire main character. We even got to see a sneak peek at Ikutsuki. So we did get to see him a little bit. We did see, I believe we saw Igor and Elizabeth in one trailer, but it was like very brief. So we still have to wait for like a dedicated one for them and Itsuki as well. But there's still a lot of characters we have yet to see. We need to see the other social links. What's another thing that we have to see? Oh, we saw Pharos, right? Only a matter of time until we see Ryoji, right, guys?
Yeah, I wonder who they're gonna be voiced by.
Yeah, bro. Yuri Lowenthal, right?
Question.
Yeah.
But
Imagine.
Yeah, imagine, right? Other than that, there's still a lot of there's still a couple of characters that we need to see in the game and everything. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have another major trailer closer to the game's release, probably January, December. That'll probably be like one of the last major ones. Another thing I do want to mention beforehand, because I forgot to mention this, there is a collector's edition of the game coming out with an Aegis figure, which looks absolutely incredible. I already have mine pre-ordered. You already know, day one buy. I don't know who else is getting it here, but yeah, I already got that pre-ordered on deck, bro.
You and me both.
Let's go, babe.
I will be wearing the armband.
Yo,
that's the Japanese one.
Yeah, no, it's the actually, yeah, that's right. That is the Japanese one. Never mind. But
damn.
Other than that, the other thing I will mention is the game is $80. Again, all these games are going to be $80 now from now on. Everything. So that was the game I was mentioning that we mentioned earlier. That was going to be 80. So yeah, now
you mean 70?
Well, yeah, excuse me, my bad. I was thinking $79.99. My bad. Yeah, so
yeah.
$70 games. I think I said $80 games before as well back then. So I meant to say 70. My bad. But yeah. So all these games are not going to be $70. Again, it's only a matter of time. All these games are going to be 70. There's nothing we can do about
Yep.
it.
To be fair, very deserved. To be fair.
And if you don't want to pay, just wait for a sale on it, which I completely understand. But essentially,
there are a few games where I would consider are worth $70 price tag. Because I mean, yeah, like if you really think about it, it's just like what $10 extra, but like those $10 mean everything to me.
It adds up.
And the problem is that like a lot of the times these developers that add that have like these $20, these $70 games, you need to think about it. They're pricing it at 70, but a lot of these companies are not really trustworthy. You know what I mean? Like their history shows that they don't care about making good products anymore.
True.
And even if the $70 game is them wanting to make a good product, I just can't believe it. Which is why I struggle to have any hype for new game announcements. Like the only game I was like, oh, it's $70, but I'm still gonna buy it is Tears of the Kingdom. That was it. It was like, whoa.
And the Tears of the Kingdom I heard good things about. The Jedi Survivor, really fun game. It was definitely worth $70. The only problem I had with it was that it was buggy when it came out, which is sad. And I don't blame the developers. They were rushed by the publishers. Yeah, Final Fantasy 16, which I haven't played yet, but I've heard nothing but good things about the game. Cade, would you say it's worth 70?
I thought it was worth 70.
Understandable.
Which game?
It's a good game. It's
FF16.
very the cinematics, you're like, they pumped a lot of money into this, but not for everybody.
I don't blame
And
it.
it's already on sale for like $50.
So you just wait for a sale. Even Tears of the Kingdom went on sale as well. But we gotta wait for Mortal Kombat 1 and Tekken 8 to see if they're worth the 70. And now with P3 Reload coming out, will be 70. As a Persona simp, right, I have no choice to buy these games at launch, right? So they already got me by the balls. I have no other options.
It's a little salt in the wound when they make it 70 and still give you day one DLC, though.
Yeah, true. The version that we're getting, we get all the DLC, right? So we're essentially paying extra for those DLCs. Or maybe saving up more.
Persona 5.
Or maybe we're
Persona
saving.
5 DLC.
Think about it. Unless
we're getting a deal, honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna say because easily a figure can cost.
The Iga statue is free.
Yeah, essentially when you think about it, because I'm not too sure how much they're gonna pay for it. Because it's 3 costume sets. Yeah, let's talk about the DLC, right? So P3 Reload, day 1 DLC as always. It's background music. Well, let me be specific. Pre-order DLC first, because these will only be available as pre-order, then you won't be able to buy them. And it's the entire Persona 4 Golden music track. So if you don't pre-order the game, you can't have Persona 4 music playing in the back. If you decide to switch to music.
I love that.
Yeah, so it's dumb. So we have Persona 4 Golden music. And then with the paid DLC music, it's the Persona 5 Royal music and everything. After that, we have costume sets. So it's the Yasugami High set from Persona 4, the Shujin Academy set from P5, and also from P5, the Phantom Thieves set. Then we have, what's it called? Then there's the Persona set DLC. So Persona 4 is only going to have 1 Persona set, and it's only 3 Personas. And then meanwhile, the Persona 5 gets 2 sets, and it's all the Phantom Thieves Personas and their Awakening ones. Interesting they didn't go with their 3rd Awakenings, but hey, it is what it is. All I know is that whoever buys that Persona set 2, Satanao is going to pretty much be the Izanagi no Kami of that game.
Satanao is going to break the game.
He is going to have Sinful Shell as an actual skill. It's going to be an almighty, severe, like some colossal almighty damage to all foes. And then bonus damage with technicals. Also, fun fact, I do think that technical damage will come back and it will have the bonuses. Because, they had to give us a reason to use technicals,
Yeah, that added a lot to the gameplay, the technical damage.
Yeah, so I do think it's going to come back. We do know that they are changing the names of it, because I mentioned to you this, and I also mentioned it to these guys here, but, for example, Pulimpa, it would cause panic. I'm not too sure if panic is the same as confused in P3, but in P4 became confused. And now, when we saw someone who was playing the game, we saw what's it called? We saw Yukari pull out EO, and she had Pulimpa. And I'm not too sure if she actually had that skill before. I believe she didn't, which goes to show that we're going to be seeing a lot of reworked kits. Because I'm be real with you, you know how stupid it was that Akihiko had all the debuff spells and Aigis had all the buff spells? Like basically, it's more like, oh, I don't need to use this character. Aegis has all the buffs. Why should I use this? Like, for example, Junpei, who only has Maraku Kaja. Why should I use him if Aegis has all three? You know?
Yep.
And I even think she had a Diarahan or Medirahan. Yeah, there were a lot of characters that had healing spells as well. Akihiko had healing. I think Mitsuru had some healing on her. Like, I think they're definitely going to balance it out because it made certain characters definitely more usable than the others. Like, literally, if I can say, like, I think characters like Junpei and Ken, for me personally, would have been benches.
They are.
Like, if you're going to use anyone, it's Yukari for healing, Aegis, Akihiko, and Mitsuru. It's like, you were going to pick 3 out of 4 of those characters to be in your team. But yeah. But what's it called? I do think we're going to get a rework. A lot of characters are definitely going to get buffed. Certain characters are going to have only one buff or one debuff. So it can pretty much be balanced out and everything.
Could you remind me what it does in Persona 5 Pulimpa?
It confuses you.
Confuses, which is not being able to summon your persona?
No, that's forget.
Oh, that's forget. Okay. Because that's... Okay, forget is basically panic.
Forget is panic?
Persona 3. Yeah,
Okay,
prevents from casting spells or summoning a persona.
Okay, so interesting. So yeah, so Pulimpa before did panic. And from what we see now with the description, it does confuse. So confuse, I think confuse the enemies in Persona 5, for example, would drop money. So like they would just kind of like drop an item and everything, so it does help out grinding. However, if you get confused, you're gonna start dropping money and items.
Yo.
But I think it's cool though. Like I'm glad to see that certain characters are getting ailments. I do want to see what else they're gonna do with the other characters. There's a lot of what's it called, ailments that they can introduce. What are some other things that we can have that fixes it? They're already getting rid of one of them, which we haven't talked about obviously, but yeah, they got rid of the tired mechanics, so we no longer have to deal with that, right?
Thank God.
I wonder if all-out attacks will still bring up enemies like they did in Fez. Because I kind of like that.
Like what do you mean? Like
if you knock down enemies, they can't attack you, but if you all-out attack, they all stand back up.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because like the thing is, like,
so it wasn't worth all-out attacking every time.
Because in Persona 5, you'd back out, right? And the downed enemy, you would hit him again, but it wouldn't stun them. I know Persona 4 and 3, if you hit a downed enemy, it would stun them. And everything. Remember? Like, they would be stunned for a little bit, so I think they lose a turn and everything. I don't know if we're going to have that, because so far from what we've seen, they go down, and they would do the all-out attack. Also, the all-out attacks were definitely improved. They each have, like, their own little... They have a Persona 5, like, all-out attack thing with the Makoto Yuki. We haven't seen anything else with the others, but 10 out of 10, I do like that. I do like the victory screen as well. The game's looking gorgeous.
It's a recall to the old Persona games where they're just like the massive smoke cloud thingy, and then you just go in and then you just beat their
hell out of them.
What's it called?
I like how they kept that.
They did keep that a bit. Yeah, and then once it finishes, it goes to the screen. But what's it called? Other than that, the game's gonna have new voice actors. I don't mind them at all. I am gonna miss the old cast though. We're gonna have what's it called? I think that's pretty much all I can think about, unless anyone else has any fixes.
For the voice actors, I will say I feel like Akihiko sounds a little 2D personally. I'm not gonna say the acting is terrible. I mean, it sounds good, but I don't see Akihiko sounding like that whatsoever.
He does sound a little bit. He does sound a little bit. Yeah, he does sound a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
His voice actor, I believe, is Alejandro Saab. But he does sound a little bit deeper. I will say that he does sound a little bit deeper. I know he's trying to replicate a character that he plays in Honkai the Star Rail and everything that has like a deeper voice, but he's trying not to do it like him fully. But he's definitely taking inspiration from that voice. But if you want to hear another voice of his, I guess they can kind of compare him to his voice as Yuri in Three Houses DLC. So try to compare that maybe. But I don't blame you. I think Zeno Robinson's amazing as Junpei. I think Alex Lee is incredible as Makoto. I like Allegra Clark as Mitsuru a lot. It's gonna take time because I do love Tara Platt's Mitsuru, but Allegra's what's it called? Allegra's Mitsuru is definitely really, really good.
Yeah, she's very good. I don't have a problem with any of the other voice actors. Just Akihiko, just ever so slightly.
fine.
Also, props to Allegra. She really nailed that très bien. Like she was just on point. I was like, whoo.
Yeah, because I forgot how Tara Platt would say it, but yeah, I would say she didn't do it, I guess, perfectly. I'm not French, so I'm not
She was
French.
just like, très bien. Like,
damn, bro. But
nah, it's okay. It's okay.
But other than that, like, other than any other fixes that you guys can think about
Let's talk about the biggest
that
one.
weren't the obvious ones that are already shown, like how we can control our party.
Oh no, that's not what I'm referring to. The one thing that they need to fix, bro. They ruined my boy Mass Destruction. What is this?
Oh, yeah, he's not a big fan of the Mass Destruction remix.
What is this? Like, bro.
I thought it was okay.
It's
They also have a new battle theme.
They do it. It's going down.
Oh, the new battle theme?
It's
perfect. Mwah. Thank God this is the new battle theme. I would hate to listen to the and then the baby.
She says, oh yeah, that's right, because she says baby instead of baby.
Like, what is this, bro?
I think the new singer's fine. I think it's all right. I don't hate it. But
yeah,
I don't blame
it's
people
just
for
the
being.
way she pronounces it.
I don't blame people for being like, I guess, like negative about like how it is, because it is surprising because it isn't the original P3 singer. For some odd reason, she's not there. They didn't get her back, which I think is very interesting. Besides Lotus Juice is Lotus Juice. Oh, the goat, peak, raw. Anyways, they instead went with a different singer, different female singer and everything, which I think it's very interesting. But if that's what they want to do, okay. I think she's good. I don't think she's bad. I think she does a good job. I have to listen to the full version of the new Mass Destruction before I give my full opinion. I just think so far it's okay. The new song though, it's all going down. I think it was called. Really damn good. I will say that.
Yeah, something like that. That one is a banger. So I'm gonna be listening to that on loop.
Understandable. Other than that, another fix. Let me not have a harem. Like let me choose to date the girl or deny them. I'm pretty sure they're gonna fix that though.
Yeah.
And I do know they did confirm that there won't be, what was it called? Reverse social? I forgot what it was called. The one where like it would break and then you have to like fix it.
Yeah.
I think it was reversed social link.
They said that one thing will be there, but I don't think it breaks it or something. I forgot what it was, and it's gonna be very hard to get it.
Talk and make up with them or something.
Something like that.
Mad at you.
But they're not gonna make it as obvious. They're gonna try to make it harder so it doesn't happen. Something like that, but I forgot exactly. I have to look into it again because it's been a while. But there is no like social link breaking and everything like that. Thank goodness.
Woo.
If anything, I think it's gonna be like P4's, because P4 did have like a reverse thing, and all you gotta do is talk to them again. But yeah, P4's was very obvious. Like it's like just don't pick this one.
No.
But whatever. I would rather not be there. But you know what? Fine. Yeah, other than that, P3 Reload is looking amazing. Will it be the definitive version of it? It's missing the answer, so I don't know about that one, but I think it's still look.
We'll get a new version in 3 years.
Persona 3 Reload FPS. Good lord, no. But like because the answer can just fit as DLC. Honestly, like they don't need to make a whole new game just for it. You know?
Yeah, they do.
I wonder if Orpheus Telos will be in the game.
Mm.
Because that one, you have to fuse Messiah and Thanatos, and that was a FPS exclusive. So maybe I don't think they just removed Orpheus Telos like that. It was a bonus Persona, anyways. But I mean, other than that, like I can say that Persona 3 Reload looks great. And does anyone have anything else they want to mention about it?
I'll let Cade go first.
Looks good to me. I'm just excited to play it.
Mm-hmm.
Just a whole group of people just playing it together at the same time, bro. We gather everyone together and we'd make a countdown and then we start and then we see how far we go as we play together.
Mm. All right. Well, as for me, I don't know if it was obvious during this discussion, but guys, personally for me, I am a huge P3 hater. I hate that game. But anyways,
Bad.
But yeah, no, like some people would say it's a bad opinion, but like if you try and revisit it, it just feels very outdated. It's not a good experience in terms of the gameplay. Um, but yeah, this remake, I just can only hope that it makes my experience way better. Because like I don't want to say like, oh, the game is bad, so therefore it's always gonna be bad. Like I always give second chances, right? And we're trying to fix things. We're trying to make it a good experience for the gamers. Um, but yeah, it looks great. It seems things are getting fixed. Like the whole tired mechanic, the XP, like all of it put into one. It just really ruined the experience for me. But that's fixed. It would seem. There are some new gameplay additions. Like it's no one talked about it, but it seems like you can sprint in Tartarus.
Yeah, just like Persona 5, where you can sprint in the metaverse and everything. But yeah, you can sprint in Tartarus.
Which is going to be pretty useful if you want to avoid battles.
Run away from a shadow chasing you.
Mm-hmm. And one thing, I know that someone told me this, but they're hoping that the mechanic of just sending your parties to go around scouting the floor, like, that should come back as a mechanic. People think, it seems someone that I know wants it.
Actually, now I think about it, I don't think, and anyone can confirm this to me, so far from what I've seen the trailers, when we see Makoto running around in Tartarus, by any chance, do you guys notice any other party members? Because so far I've only seen one, and it's just him, and he's just running around, just pretty much smacking, and then he smacks the enemy. I could be wrong, maybe there is a version where you see the other characters, but I've only seen him so far.
Yeah, that is true.
Like,
but
if you can confirm that for me, that'll be great, but that'll be later on, I guess.
But he did engage, like he ran up and then he engaged into a battle, and then all the party members were here, which is not something that you could do when you send your party members just scouting the floor and then taking down shadows by themselves. That can't happen. But in here, it just seems like they're slacking behind.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but like we'll see though, because there are a lot of quality of life fixes, and I'm really happy. That's good though.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned, the answer they can easily fit as DLC, right? They don't need to make a whole new game for it, since it was like, I guess, think of it like Future Connected for Xenoblade, where it's just an option there to the main game. Yeah, it's the main. Yeah, it's just a different game altogether. FemC though, if they made a FemC, that shit would take forever. It would be very hard to get a route with Kotone, so I know that would like take longer in development compared to the answer. But yeah, other than that,
guys, which one would you prefer, FemC or the answer to come back? Am I right?
I think the answer the answer is actually important to the story. But other than that, like,
Cade?
I disagree.
You want
Keep the
FemC
answer.
back?
Yeah.
okay,
I do not like the answer.
I don't. But with
mean,
these fixes,
I think
fixes,
Maybe.
that's why I'm saying
I
like
just
with the
don't
fixes.
I like the ending of Persona 3. I like where they cap it off. I don't like having an epilogue for an ending like that.
Without spoilers, right? I mean, we do know it's important later on, I guess, like with if you play the Persona 4 Arena and all that stuff, you play that, like they do mention stuff that happened in the answer. So I mean, it is important to that story, I guess, but that's only if you play the answer and every other Persona spin-off. If you don't, you'll be content with what Persona 3 is.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna add it regardless, either in a new version or if it's just DLC.
I think so
they're
too.
gonna end up, if they do a new version, they'll just do FemC and the answer.
I think the answer definitely
new changes.
I think the answer definitely is coming first, and everything like that. They do one, but I do have a belief that it will happen. Stay tuned for a video on that. But I do believe that it will happen. But yeah, other than that, like Persona 3 Reload is looking absolutely great, and I'm really happy with what I'm seeing. It looks gorgeous. I'm loving all the quality of life changes. Game's looking great. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about the game. Unless anyone has anything else that I might have missed.
Like, you've done something right when the hater actually likes what he's seeing.
This dude.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Back in my day, when we bought games, everything was in the game. There was nothing else needed to be added to the game. Now you may say that the DLC are they're just costumes, it's just music. You see, back in my day, that was what I like to call unlockables. You know, my favorite part about the DLC too, boy, is that the DLC is actually just DLC from the previous game. So not only are you buying the same thing again, all right, but this would have been unlockable content back in my day. I don't care if Anji Mito is the voice of Makoto Yuki. I just care about me having a full product. This is not a full product by technicality. I don't care if the DLC are all costumes. Now, gameplay-wise, it does look interesting, okay? But ultimately, changes or not, I am Atlas is doing very bad things with their DLC practices.
What do you mean, bro? You don't love Atlas's day one DLC practices?
You know, I hate the games nowadays. I hate the games nowadays in general. Just like, oh, we're gonna like. Let me put it like this: it's bad enough that they already tell you, like, oh yeah, there is gonna be a DLC, because you always get the sense of this feeling that's like, okay, well, if you have these plans, why not, add them in? Crazy thought.
Money
in the game.
No way.
But like, I think the worst. But I think it bothers me because Atlas is the one company that's doing it a lot, but they're also the one company where people aren't complaining about it as much as other companies. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, obviously people are complaining, but you don't really see a lot of YouTubers going on about like, well, you see, they're releasing this Persona Emblem game. Okay, tactical BS, whatever. Oh, and by the way, story gonna be day one DLC, baby. Yeah, oh, yippee! Like, why? I'll tell you why, it's money.
Like, to real quick say, like their DLC practices aren't the best.
Aren't the best is putting it lightly. It's awful.
Like, cause like that's true. Like, so like I feel like the personas are more optional ones. So I'm gonna look at like I guess the worst ones. I guess P5R locking the fights with Makoto and Yu as DLC was dumb. The Soul Hackers 2 has a whole DLC story that I think it's integral to the plot as day one DLC. SMT5 has the whole fight with Demi-Fiend locked behind DLC. And then Persona 5 Tactical has a whole story scenario like as day one DLC. Now, if this was like months in advance, kind of like how Future Redeemed, it took a while for that game to get its own DLC, but it felt like its own game as well. So, that's why everyone's more happy with that. But like when it's day one DLC, it's like you couldn't take the time to make it part of the game. No, it's just me though.
Street Fighter Cross Second died, so all these other games could continue to rob my money even more.
Yes, sir, bro. Oh my god! But anyways, sadly, since I'm Persona simp, I sadly have to. I'm sorry, bro. It's over for me.
Same.
But other than that, Persona 3 Reload, I'm excited, bro. Day one buy, I already have my $200 edition pre-order because I'm insane. I'm insane like that, bro. But really, other than that, that's pretty much it. I can say anything else you guys want to mention about Persona 3 before we move on?
Union skills are back. That's it.
Understandable. That's right. Union skills are indeed back.
Hee-ho.
True. All right. So if no one has anything to say, we'll move on to the final topic, and that is, of course,
I wonder what it is.
It's going to be Pokemon.
Oh!
Anyways,
wait, I'm here.
No, we're gonna talk about Super Mario Bros. Wonder. The final thing we talked about, like, bro, we really back on the podcast when our length is this long, bro. You already know, bro. We back, baby.
Yeah.
Now let me tell you a story. A long time ago, I was a young man, or kid rather, and there was this game that came out. It was called New Soup. All right, a New Soup. Yes, it was so good. It was the best soup I've ever had in my entire life. I don't even like soup, but this soup was so good it made me like soup. But then they kept making this new soup for the Wii, and the new soup Wii was was okay. It was pretty good. It was pretty good, but it didn't hit the first time. And then they made another new soup. Now this new soup was starting to feel a little old and tasteless. Okay, I was getting real tired of it. And then they made new soup gold, and they were like, okay, we're gonna make a new soup game, but it's all about money. And it was very bad. I mean, it was not bad, but it was kind of. And then they're like, okay, but now we have the newest soup available. And it's okay. And then they were like, okay, but now we have this green soup. And it's like, okay, but it's the same game, but harder. And they're like, okay, but now we re-released this soup into the Switch. And it's like, okay, but I mean, it's fine, whatever. And now I was sitting there wondering, they're going to give me a new soup or they're going to give me something new. And as I pondered and I wondered, I stumbled upon a little Nintendo Direct. And what did they show me? Mario. This is very tasty. This art style looking really new. Oh, Luigi, a Peach, and then I saw Daisy. I was so excited. I was seeing all these characters. I was popping off, and then they didn't show Blue Tone, and I was a little disappointed until recently. The return of the goat, the king, Blue Toad. Okay. My favorite Mario character to play as for some unexplained reason, okay?
I wonder why you like the color blue, bro.
So true, but also because he was my favorite character to play as in and Mario Brothers 2 USA or whatever, however you want to call it. Anyways, my point being, for so long we've had the new style of games. I mean, even 3D World and 3D Land were just basically 3D versions of new soup, and it was cool, I guess, but like at the end of the day, that's all they were. They were just 3D versions of a new soup game. And so for the longest time, that's all we've had. And don't get me wrong, like the games did continue to look nicer and nicer, but it was still the same art style, And like besides, the difference in quality and graphics, like really, the reality is a lot of the new soup games just felt stale because, I mean, a lot of the ideas were the same. Yeah, same formula. A lot of the time, same same level aesthetics too. And don't get me wrong, Wonder definitely has a little bit of that, a little bit. But but in terms of what they actually do with that level aesthetic in Wonder versus the previous 2D Mario games, it is insane, which obviously we're going to get into. But new soup has run its course. It's not even new anymore. It's quite bland, okay? And I'm tired of it.
Well, it's not called New Super. It's called Super Mario.
No, it's not.
No, that's what it means.
I'm saying.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. The new soup games have run its course. Okay, and now we wander on to this new wondrous game. Okay, 12 playable characters, all these different levels. I can be Spider-Man and Mario. I've never been more excited for a Mario game in my entire life. Okay, let me tell you. So yeah, that's my whole rant and rave about new soup all this time. Been Mario Wonder just being incredible. New game. Wowie zowie, as they say.
Wowie zowie. But to add on to that, so Super Mario Bros. Wonder, we got a whole direct based off of it. We had a bunch of new characters revealed to us. We got to see more of the game. The game looks fun, looks super nice, and everything. Quick premise and everything. We have obviously, Mario doing Mario. Then, Bowser. Yeah, so Mario stopped Bowser.
Bowser is the castle.
That is true. He is the castle this time, and all that stuff. So he's just the castle. Bowser Jr. looks crazy, at least from what we saw from the initial trailer. Other than that, like they did at least something new with Bowser, right? But other than that, like it's the same premise. Stop Bowser. Everything's there. Gameplay looks fine and everything. I guess it's because
all I know is no Koopalings hype game.
Koopalings. Yeah, we don't know about that. We don't know if they're there or not yet. But one thing I will say though is that since I guess I'm not like the craziest Mario guy, right? I love playing Mario games, but I'm not the craziest. Like I was looking at the gameplay because everyone's going crazy about like how the gameplay is. Like some people saying, bro, this game looks better than Sonic Superstars and all that jazz, right? Since I'm not like
easily, but
since I'm not the craziest Mario guy, I just see it as another Mario game. I'm just like, okay, it's just another Mario, you know, with a different art aesthetic, which is the game's great. The game looks great. I wouldn't say I'm like super excited. Like I'm not like super hyped about it. I'm just excited. You know, I'm like, Mario games.
Just say you don't like Mario.
You're right. Mario is garbage, cringe.
So true.
Just give me more Sonic games. Anyways,
I think what makes Wonder so great to me is that because like okay, when I was joking about New Soup getting stale, but like the thing about New Soup is that a lot of the level gimmicks were essentially the same, right? Or like what you could do in those levels, you could have you probably was like, man, this felt really familiar, because it was our new Soup was very much like just standard 2D Mario game. But what Wonder does, that Wonder isn't just like, oh, it gives you those same ideas. It throws in new ideas that Mario's never really done. Like, yeah, there are always the new power-ups in the new Soup games. Like you have the propeller cap in Wii, or you have the glide cap. Well, that's a glide flying raccoon looking.
The gliding
flying
squirrel.
raccoon one.
Yeah,
that one. Yeah, that. Like, yes, those power-ups had always had like, there were new things to play with. But with Wonder, not only are the power-ups here, and obviously before New Soup definitely had segments where you needed certain power-ups. But with this one, they definitely feel more akin to the actual platforming. For example, in the first New Soup game, there were segments where you needed to be Mini Mario, which is really bad. Okay, if you wanted to unlock, was it World 3 and World 6?
Yeah, World 3 and
or World 5. I think it was World 5.
I think it was 5 too.
Yeah, like and so and to be honest, Mini Mario sucked, okay? It was funny he could run on water, but that was about it. And then afterwards, a lot of the power-ups, they were just extensions of Mario, but didn't really add too much to, like, say, the platforming itself, right? Because a lot of the power-ups either center around three things when it comes to Mario. They're either incredibly overpowered, such as the cape, right? The cape was easily still, to this day, probably the best Mario power-up. If you put that cape, how it's designed into any other Mario game, it breaks it. Then you have like your standard power-ups, like the offensive ones like Fire or Ice Flower. And then there was always like situational power-ups. Power-ups in Wonder definitely feel like a mix of both. Of like how do I say this? Like they're integral, they're part of the game. In order to get new secrets, new paths, you definitely need to learn how to utilize these power-ups, it seems. Whereas like before that wasn't really the case. Like it was somewhat there, but it doesn't feel as integrated as it does in Wonder, and based off what we've seen in the trailers. So like for example, like the bubble power-up. So cool. That's such a neat idea. It lets you open up things that weren't done before. As far as we know, the only power-ups here we have is Elephant, Drill, Bubble, and Fire Flower. Which is cool. Kind of. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll bring back Ice Flower or something. Or it'd be cool if they brought in one of the Mario Galaxy power-ups into this. Like, I don't know, Cloud Mario would be sick.
Yeah, Cloud Mario would be sick as well.
Gear 5 Mario. But really, to put it plainly, like the shortest way I possibly can, Mario Wonder does a lot of unique things that's never been done with Mario before, because for the longest time Nintendo just wanted to play it safe. Because I mean, why not? It's Mario. What's the harm in playing it safe? People are still gonna buy it because it's Mario. And even when Mario, during those years where I played it safe, they were still good games. It's just it's kind of boring. It's getting boring. So seeing what they're doing with Wonder, I'm excited primarily, and I'm really grateful for what they're doing. I am a little disappointed on one thing though, and that is the characters themselves. Because as cool as it is to have every character return that's ever been in 2D Mario playable, I'm a little upset that they don't have their own unique abilities besides the Yoshis. That's a little depressing.
Yeah,
I
Yoshi
was
and
really,
Nabbit, I guess.
Nabbit. Well, Nabbit. So okay, to go into differences, the all the characters that were on the left side, Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, both Toads and Toadettes, they all play the same. Who knows if Toadette is actually gonna get the Peachette outfit? That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
But like, I mean, that'll probably be her mushroom, right? That's kind of how it was in the previous one. But I doubt they'll give her back the unique ability she had. It was a little disappointing. I think it was like a float, but I don't remember too much. But the Yoshis and Nabbit. So the Yoshis essentially are just regular Mario, but with a flutter jump, and they can eat and spit enemies. And even though they don't get hurt by enemies, they can still take a knockback. Whereas Nabbit plays exactly like Mario and Luigi, but he doesn't take any knockback whatsoever. Right? He like when he gets hurt, he just shrugs it off essentially. Whereas the Yoshis don't. So like to compare the Yoshis and Nabbit, you could be like jumping over like essentially a pit. If the Yoshis get hit at any point, they could accidentally fall into the pit. Whereas Nabbit's just like, you know what? I'm bing chilling my way through this level, and
sounds like
that's
Castlevania.
that's essentially how Nabbit works. If
He's a super easy mode. They did the same thing with Yoshi as well. The only difference is I guess Yoshi has the flutter jump.
Yeah, and he can even spit enemies. Which, by the way, that
so Yoshi
that face he makes, I would still say Nabbit is easier because you take no knockback. You take no knockback, so there's no risk. Like there's still some risk when playing Yoshi, as very little as it is.
So Nabbit just runs. Yeet.
But Nabbit's just he's just having a blast. The only disappointing part about it is that Yoshi and the Yoshis and Nabbit do not get power-ups.
Which is a shame.
Which is a little disappointing. I would have loved to have seen Drill Nabbit or
Bubble Yoshi.
Yeah, Bubble Yoshi. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Fire Yoshi would have been lit.
I get it.
Bro.
I think it'd be cool if they brought back the Super Mario World thing where different colored Koopa Troopers give you different abilities. Because Mario World, if you don't spit them or you don't and swallow them, you have to just keep them in your mouth. Green ones you just shot back. Red ones would turn into 3 fireballs. Blue ones would let you fly, and yellow ones would give you a kind of like an earthquake, basically. Like whenever you jump, you stomp the ground and it kills enemies on the same floor. So I mean, if they do that with Yoshi, that'd be sick. But they didn't mention that, which tells me they probably aren't going to do that at all.
Which is fun. I mean, I honestly don't mind it. I mean, it is what it is. What they want to do with Yoshi, because I mean, I already complained about it. I would have wished that Yoshi would have had his power ups and everything to use. But it is what it is. Is that what they want to go with? Then they go for it. I mean, that's fine. I know if you play multiplayer and everything, you can ride your partner's Yoshi and everything. You guys go together, which is also kind of nice. I'm glad they did that. But when it comes to Mario Bros. Wonder, what's some other things that they did there? So we have, obviously, we talked about the premise, right? The game. We talked about the new power-up, which is the bubble power-up. Everyone has an elephant form. There's the whole, what's it called? There's the whole Wonder Seed thing. Everything goes cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I hate that they brought back Balloon Mario as a mechanic. I mean,
Balloon Mario?
I don't. So
never mind. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Mario Wonder. Cool game. I saw that. I was immediately disappointed.
Bro,
I'm not gonna lie.
Mario. Things with Mario. He has to pay more and all that stuff. If you want to learn more, look up Mario inflation on Google.
So true.
What did you say?
Balloon Mario in Super Mario World was one of the most annoying things that they had, in my opinion. So hopefully it's not as annoying here. I mean, based on what they said, it's a Wonder Seed. So like if you get hit out of Balloon Mario, you're not gonna. Yeah, if you get hit, it doesn't look like you'll lose it. Or if you do, at least from what I've seen in the footage in Treehouse, I think it was Treehouse footage. I'm not sure, but the space segment, they weren't their regular design. They were regular, which tells me that even if you lose it, you're not gonna die for it. But honestly, very excited for Mario Wonder. This is the most excited I've been for a 2D Mario game. Actually, I'd argue even a Mario game in general, because Odyssey I mean, I liked Odyssey and all, but I liked Galaxy War. So
The Galaxy was really good.
um,
Like I haven't been really excited for a Mario game since Odyssey. At this one, I'm not that excited for it. Well, I wouldn't say I'm hyped for it. I mean, I want to play it. You know, I definitely want to play it, but I'm not like super excited. Like, I haven't really been excited for a Mario game since I guess Odyssey. Odyssey's the only one I can say. Yeah, I was excited for that one. But Wonder looks to be fine and everything, especially with the new badges. I do want to see what the hell those do. But what's it called? Maybe actually, you know what? Maybe badges will make the game better. Make the game more appealing for me because there hasn't been anything that like wanted me to gravitate towards and whatnot.
The badges by themselves instantly add replayability.
That's what I was gonna say because the badges and everything like definitely make me want to like try it out more and everything. So I feel like that was like the most exciting aspect of it. Like, what was one of them that you can like run faster, like Sonic?
Yeah, you can run. You run faster, and if you run off a ledge, you still stay in the air, like going straight forward in the air for a little bit.
Yeah, there's like one that's like Sonic. So yeah, bro, I'm gonna play Sonic and Mario, guys.
My favorite one is still the Spider-Man one. You get like a grappling hook and you stick to the wall. It's sick and it's awesome and I love it.
No, but we don't know all of them, so we still need to know what each badge is gonna do. I don't even know how many they're gonna be in the game in total. I'm definitely very excited. I feel like this will definitely probably make me more interested in probably like replaying all the stages and everything. I'm definitely gonna be playing the game randomly with different characters, except I guess Yoshi and Nabbit because I don't want to play the game on like I guess what's considered easy mode, right? But I'll play like the other characters. I'll play Mario, Luigi, Peach, Toad, Blue Toad, Yellow Toad, Daisy, and Toadette. Excuse me, and Toadette, yeah. But it looks great. Like I do think it looks gorgeous. Like that's probably one of the best Mario games in a while. Like I love the art style. Also confirmed today, they confirmed that the development team was given no deadline, and they just said make the game. And the game's out now, and this is what the apparently. Bro, 10 out of 10 Nintendo. I will say that that's one thing I do like about Nintendo. I don't know if you can agree with me on this, guys, but like, actually, no, you will agree with me.
No, I will not agree with you because crunch is actually a good.
Yo, true. Anyways,
I am kidding. By the way, I do not believe in that.
If you add the nuance, crunch is good, guys. Come on now. I mean, that's not targeted to anyone I know specifically in real life. Okay, no one at all. Anyways,
so like they had no crunch whatsoever. They were just told make the game. Do what you want to do. Experiment what you had. That's why they were able to experiment so much because they had a huge amount of free time to just choose what they wanted to add into the game. And this is what we get. This is the result.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we got awesome. Daisy. Look, all I'm saying is that I hope we like more DLC. I mean, unlockable characters
or post
even if they're DLC. Post game content. Give me more.
Yeah, like
play with more.
Rosalina was added to 3D world after you beat the game.
Yeah,
you know, after you beat the game, you get Rosalina. You have to unlock Rosalina and everything. So
I'm so decided. Like I'm so desensitized because like, oh yeah, DLC, but like no, I want unlockables again.
Exactly.
So like for me, really, yeah, just Rosalina and give her back her spin jump. That'd be sick. The only because like. I can't really think of other Mario characters I'd want to be playable besides, I mean, the obvious Wario and Waluigi in a 2D Mario game. But
I think
Rosalina, and Pauline, Donkey Kong. It'd be sick to like just have Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong in a 2D Mario game.
Donkey Kong would be really cool. Yeah, he would be super cool.
Because like. Especially after the Mario movie where we get like Fire Donkey Kong, like it would be cool to see other variations of Donkey Kong.
The same place to Ice Peach. I would love to see that as well. But yeah, so Donkey Kong, Wario, and Rosalina are definitely like in my top 3 right now that I do want to see. But I feel like we're at least gonna get maybe one. Like coping, right? We're gonna cope right now, right? So let's get into some copium right now. Like with the way the characters are spaced, looks like there could be one character extra, right? Let's cope right now and believe that we're gonna get someone in post game.
And I know exactly who it is. It's gonna be Joker from Persona 5, baby.
Oh yes, sir.
My goodness.
But imagine.
I will say though, like, I'm gonna definitely have fun. I'm sadly gonna skip out on it right now because there's too many games coming out that week. As a Sonic fan, I am gonna prioritize Sonic Superstars, and then on the same day that Mario Wonder releases, Spider-Man 2 drops, and as soon as that game drops, it's over. I'm not playing anything else for the time being. So sadly, I will be skipping on a Mario Bros. Wonder, and I'll probably buy it later on down the line. But that's just me though. I'm pretty sure you guys are getting it day one.
I'm buying it day one, baby. I already pre-ordered the game digitally. Okay, using my vouchers. I'm already buying the game quickly and as instantly as possible. I've never been more excited for a 2D Mario game. Meanwhile, my dread for a new 2D Sonic game was lifted. You know, I was a little worried when I heard about that. But when it comes to Mario Wonder, I was like, oh, I need this.
I want to add this though. As you all know here, well, you guys know here, but no one else here knows. Cade sadly left early because he had to do something. He let us know that. But he just let you know he is very excited for Wonder. He's definitely gonna be buying it at launch and everything. He's gonna be having a good time with that. Just want to add his opinion on that. But yeah, and then you, Theo.
From
So I guess I didn't need to be here, but he was like, bro, Sam just took over the whole floor, and I'm supposed to be the Mario guy.
You're not a Mario.
I love Mario so much, bro. I love this franchise with all my heart. I do. I love it so much. Okay, every single Mario game is almost peak, almost. But Mario Wonder goes beyond peak, a level beyond. I can't even describe it. Type of peak, and hey, Mario Wonder's so cool, bringing back every single 2D character that's ever been in a 2D game. Unlike a certain Blue Hedgehog, like man, it's incredible.
But Theo, you gotta say anything. You want to say anything, or you want to like? Obviously, I know you're gonna buy day one. Obviously,
Yeah. I still need to go to my local GameStop because that's the only thing next to my house. I know, disgusting.
Yeah, so you gotta do it physically. If I pre-order, I would definitely get it through Amazon because I'm too lazy to leave the house.
I mean, I could always cancel my voucher and get another game, because I was thinking about getting the game physically instead, and because I was also gonna get, I was gonna buy Sonic Superstars twice, one on Switch and then one on Epic because I saw on Steam. So I was like, physical Sonic game on my Switch and physical Mario game on my Switch. Nice parallel there. I don't know. But I'll think about it later. I'm not thinking about it now. All I know is that I'm definitely getting the game day one, and I want to play it as soon as possible. So
understandable. I get you guys. Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna be the only one here of the group just skipping on them for the time being. But it's fine. It is. Yeah,
because you're cringe.
Damn. Anyway, what's it called? But yeah, I definitely very excited for Wonder. I know a lot of people are. We have only a month left. We're almost there, guys. So yeah, bro, we're almost there, guys. That looks great. I can't wait. I just hope for a regular Nintendo Direct next, right?
It would have been so much more awesome if, we got getting a new Mario game, a new Sonic game around the same time. You know what else would have been cool? Getting a new Mega Man game, a new Pac-Man game. Those four.
A new Crash game would be fine, bro. Spyro's anniversary is coming up. Spyro 4. It's not happening. I'm coping. But other than that, I think that wraps it up. Unless you guys want to add something else to Mario Bros. Wonder, because Abdir literally explained everything quickly. Hey, yo,
I didn't even get to say my side of anything. So come on.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. No, but I didn't even say a single thing during it. But anyways,
but you can add though.
Yeah, I will add. Not too much, because the thing is, I skipped over most of the mechanics because I have a huge problem as of late. They show a lot of these, a lot of new mechanics for these games. So I just skip over new things, so that way I get that sense of surprise and just be happy and have fun.
I think we explained all. I think we explained all the mechanics up there, right? Or am I missing one?
I mean, I guess maybe. There might be a few, but don't try and remember.
No. I think we're good. But I think we're good though, right?
So basically, for Mario Wonder mechanics, there's basically the badges, which you can either get by completing certain challenges or buying them off the shop. Okay, you get a cab, which is fun. You get to glide around. You get the funny
the power up
Spider-Man, and you also get to wall jump on the same wall. And then there's the power ups, which are sick. Drill, Pebble, Elephant. And then there's the Yoshis and the fire and the big boss and the multiplayer, which is technically not it's so weird. It's so weird. I think the reason why they did it this way is because after Mario Maker, they don't trust themselves having good internet connections while connecting with other people directly. Yeah. So instead, it's okay, well, you're technically interacting with them in real time, But with the way the system is, they don't actually necessarily affect your game 100%. And I think that's really sick, which is also another incentive to buy this game day one, because you know that there are going to be a ton of people annoying me as I can't see what's up ahead.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I think we did cover every mechanic. So, yeah.
Yeah, but I just didn't give my side of the story. That's what I was referring to.
But no, explain anything you want to talk about. This is the last section. So anything you want to mention, go for it.
So I have to mention this. I'm the Luigi guy, right? Charles Martinet's gone. We know about this.
Oh, that's right. We didn't mention that yet. Charles Martinet no longer be the voice of Mario, Luigi, and all the good jazz.
He's been replaced, and so I think Mario in himself, like, he sounds fine. I think he sounds pretty good, actually. Not Charles Martinet good, of course, but he sounds good. Luigi, though. What they did to my boy?
I think it's the same. I think it's the same guy that's also doing what's it called? That's also doing Mario in the new game.
Like he sounds a little weird. I don't exactly know how to explain it. It's not even like the pitch, or I mean, I guess it is the pitch. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't like it all that much compared to Charles. And I'm gonna miss it.
It's just gonna take time to get used to it and everything. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
So I listened a little bit to Luigi, and I wouldn't say it's bad, but he definitely sounds odd. Like for the victory, I think Mario sounds just fine. I think Mario's perfect, but for Luigi, there's definitely like the weird like that just sounded a little weird. Hopefully, I can re-record that in time. But I mean, besides that voice line, I think Luigi sounds fine to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's fine, but it's not great. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, Mario, I see no difference really. I mean, I thought it was Charles Martinet when I first heard it. Luigi, we didn't hear Luigi's voice really at all before this. So like Luigi obviously sounds radically different, but Charles sounds. The Mario sounds nearly exactly the same to me. So like it sounds. If I were to describe it, just sounds like a lighter Charles Martinet.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds fine. It's just Luigi. I think Mario's perfect because again, it doesn't sound any different. But Luigi, definitely the odd one.
Yeah. So you weren't here, but I did say like Mario's is great. I really like it. Wonderful is a little weird, but it still sounds good. It sounds like yee, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, what I'm getting to is that I should be the next Luigi voice. No. Instant no.
That one guy on Twitter, that was doing that Mario and Luigi impression.
That guy was
so
good. Yeah, he was super good.
I
need to hear that.
Yeah, you gotta look it up. If we can find it, send it to him. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it for Mario Bros. Wonder, unless you guys have anything else you want to add on to it.
No, that guy I mentioned earlier was so funny because he sounded so good. Someone put him on the IMDb page. I don't go to that page often, but someone put that guy
as
on,
the voice,
on for Wonder. That's how good it is.
Which I think is funny.
I'll send that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited.
Mario Wonder looks absolutely amazing. I haven't been excited for a new 2D Mario game for quite a while. This one looks polished, beautiful. I really like the art style. Like usually this kind of style, I don't like it all that much, but this one actually works really well with Mario. The power-ups, the drill, I feel like the drill is a little lame. I mean, like compared to the other ones. The elephant, I don't know what it does all that much, and I don't like Peach elephant.
I think you can use the elephant to break the gray bricks and everything.
Yeah, maybe it's like a Mega Mario.
Oh, there's one thing I forgot to mention. Is that you can actually switch your power-ups on the fly? Because before, before, like you could also do that, but it was kind of weird. Like for example,
it drops the item.
It have to drop from the ceiling.
In older Mario games, also it was like, you lose the power-up that you're switching to, basically, or like in the first New Soup game, as example, if you got the blue shell and then you got a fire flower afterwards, it would just give you score because the blue shell was better, which it was.
Bro, the blue shell was sick.
So
The best Mario power-ups out there.
I just love everything about this game. And you know what? Nintendo may be greedy, but you see, without crunch, the game is a million times better.
I know, right? That's crazy.
It's so crazy.
Alright, but anyways, if we're done with Mario Bros. Wonder, that pretty much will wrap up today's podcast. We're back on the grind because we're hitting 2-hour marks, baby. That's how you know the Pesky Plumbers Podcast is back. 2-hour podcast again. Don't have these events just stack up each other like that again, because holy crap, this is what I was trying to avoid.
A little bit of Tekken here, a little bit of Tekken here, a little bit of Mortal Kombat there, all this 1 hour to Persona there.
And my headset battery's dying. That's all you know it's all going well, bro.
Yo, Jacob, I would say we can shoot for 2:30.
No, we're good. Unless you... No. Anyways, it's I guess that pretty much wraps up today's podcast. Once again, I want to thank you all for watching. Since sadly Cade left, I'll show for him and everything. He's on Twitter. I'll link everything of his in the description below. I don't know if he does YouTube still. But you know, it's been a hot minute. Everything will be there. Everything of his will be down in the description. So now you guys go ahead and show.
All right. So I am VieuxCrouton on the YouTubes, the Twitters, and I also have my own Discord. Follow, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get back into the content. Thank you.
Understandable. And then the guy who hasn't made content yet in a hot minute.
I'm trying. I want to learn how to use Sony Vegas. I'm trying to use Sony Vegas. I don't want to use my old editing software, even though I still have it. I should just use it just to make a video, just to say I'm back. I'm here. I'm there. I'm everywhere.
Try DaVinci.
But I will. Is that free?
Yeah, DaVinci's free.
Okay, then send it my way. But otherwise, that's my current vibe right now. Mike Schilling, Sab, that's a lot of my things. Except my OnlyFans, which is Morgana fan. Please find it. I forgot the email and password I used for that thing because like I made it. I made the account. The email I made for it was completely fake. Everything about it was fake, but it's there. It does exist.
If anyone finds it, y'all get a bonus. You'll get a grand prize if you find it.
Yeah. I can't wait to. Man, I really should have added my my payment information in there so that way people could send me
true.
for free. Yeah.
But anyways, go follow them. Everything will be down in the description, including my own. So everything will be there. So I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you have yourselves a fantastic day and take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Fish.